Streamy boy.
Streamy boy.
Yugi boy.
Mimi Stream boy.
Oh, fuck off.
Good afternoon, gamers. It is Monday, December 16th, 2019.
Welcome to the Sound of Scuff. Maybe this week Austin and I won't yell at each other.
I don't have the energy in me.
Happens every time.
If it wasn't already apparent, I am in low energy mode right now. I couldn't
Sandwich.
I couldn't yell at you even if I wanted to.
Bro, just eat a sandwich, honestly.
So we have to bring the energy.
Oh, so what you're saying is just go full Castle Crashers, just take a bite out of a sandwich and then just become a new being.
Become big.
Become
Meat.
big. But for only 30 seconds.
It's
Giant.
a really useful
Giant.
30 seconds.
Giant. Become unstoppable. What rings you got, bitch?
Alright, gamers. Who wants to take lead today?
Take the lead.
I can talk about a few things.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, 3470 to 2600. That's a really fucking good read-write speed. So just like literally seconds before the podcast started, I bought a 500 gig NVMe M.2 SSD for
No.
$70, which is
Really?
really good.
That's pretty
So, yeah. Yeah. It's only $10 off, but fuck it, whatever. 500 gigs, that's not that bad. Yeah. I'm a computer nerd, in case you can't tell. Anyway, so
Quirky.
I am going to tell the first story of the day, I guess. Earlier today, I wouldn't call it a date because it wasn't a date, but I had coffee with this nice girl from the place I work at, and it was very nice. And
Ah.
she was cool. We have very little in common, but she was still a cool person. And she said, and I quote, "You seem like a cool guy, and you seem like you don't want to kill me, so why not?"
good.
Oh, is that the criteria?
That's a
So-
plus.
She is also an extremely socially awkward, introverted person, which makes things easy when it comes to relating certain things. So,
Are you saying she's easy?
Uh-oh.
No.
She's gonna watch this podcast right now, hear all the things you're saying
yeah,
about her.
okay, I'm sure she's watching right now. The
She's
person
like-
who doesn't play video games is going to go on a video game streaming
You
website.
want to actually be with somebody who doesn't play video games?
I don't need to have someone who plays video games in my life.
Also,
mean,
you
it
can
would be-
just force it onto her.
Yeah, I could just
Interesting.
say, hey,
whether she
I
likes
could
it or
just-
not.
I could just strap her to a chair and just hand her a controller and say, you will play this, or
And the-
you're not going to eat today.
and then we're gonna watch 12 hours of lore videos.
and then,
Exactly.
And then what if she
Like-
legitimately doesn't like any of that?
Then I dump her.
Oh, because that's like the best alternative. Not okay. Well, let's go find another means to spend time.
What's the first
Yeah,
game
exactly.
you give her?
Yeah, that's a good question. What is the
Okay,
first game?
So I actually have thought about this. If I were to end up in a relationship with someone who doesn't play video games, and
Dark
has very
Souls.
little
Good answer.
experience with video games, absolutely not. I think ooh, that's a tough one.
Dark
I
Souls,
guess it
good
depends on the
answer.
type of person they are.
If you want a
like-
legitimate answer, Pokemon is probably the easiest one to get somebody into for a first timer. You literally
Animal
can't.
Crossing.
Animal Crossing's up
Animal
there.
Crossing, yes. Animal
Mario.
Crossing. Tetris.
The Mario Man.
See,
Mario,
the
man.
thing is, despite popular belief, I legitimately think Pokemon is the easiest game because you literally can't lose even if you tried.
Well, as we
Eh.
all know, your opinions are wrong.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the best at having the wrong opinion. I'm
Donut
quite known
County
for
would
that.
be a good one.
Donut County is kind of fun, yeah.
Bro, I got it, Nintendogs.
Nintendogs, dude, can't you kill the dog in Nintendogs by being a bad pet owner?
Bring my 3DS back.
Can't you kill your dog by accident, but just by being a really bad pet owner?
I think they just
No,
run
I had-
away.
Oh, they
No,
run
so
away.
So I have a funny story about Nintendogs. Actually, when I had Nintendogs, the Labrador edition on the DS,
Aw,
I had 6 dogs,
yay.
and the ones who remember Animal Crossing, the ones who remember Nintendogs, will remember that you can only have 3 dogs in your house at a time.
I remember.
So So I had 3 dogs at my house and 3 that I just kind of left at the shelter
Yikes! Bad
and
pet
then
owner.
forgot about them.
Bad pet owner. Bad pet owner. Bad pet owner.
Yeah, and they never died, at least not to my knowledge. I haven't played it in like fucking 5 to 7
Oh,
5 to
I don't
7
think
years.
they can.
So
I think they just hate you when you come back.
yeah.
They smell.
There was one. There was like Dog Prime, and then there were the other dogs.
Hi, owner. You haven't washed me in 600 days.
Implying that you only
Implying
haven't
that
played
you lost
Nintendogs in 2 years.
Austin,
My
what is a
brother
Nintendo
lost my
stream?
copy. I don't know where my dogs are. And
You know, I think Minecraft would also be a really good one, like genuinely.
No,
Just
no,
if a
if
non-gamer
you
in
want
the
to talk
game.
about like early Minecraft, sure. Nowadays, fuck, dude, it's confusing even to me.
No, Minecraft nowadays is fine. It's because a lot of the confusing shit comes up in the end game. Like, someone who doesn't play video games is going to be spending most of their time just walking around and punching trees, maybe dying to a creeper every now and then. But most of the time, I mean, even then, I would take a non-gamer and set it to peaceful mode and just be like, hey, listen.
Just build what you want.
Dude, I've seen some people just lose their minds over just, oh, I don't know how to build a door, I don't know how to build this, and just getting
Why
lost
the-
in all the
why the
crafting
book-
recipes.
That's why the book
Sure,
exists.
sure. I guess you're right. I guess the book does exist. Sure.
Yeah.
But also, you could fucking go co-op route, and then you just
Yeah.
like show them the whole time.
Yeah, I would do that. Oh, got it. Perfect. Skullgirls.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you're right. That's totally the best one. Totally.
That most
Yeah.
certainly wasn't just a meme answer, and you are 100% serious.
Totally not a meme at all.
You
I'm
both play
100%
Halo Reach, so you're
serious.
both having a bad time together.
exactly.
No, don't say it like that. I like Halo.
No, it's
Bad at it.
strictly for Cameron. He hates Halo Reach.
I don't
What if
hate
she
Halo
likes
Reach.
it?
I
What if she's
never
just
said
like,
that.
you've awokened my shooter gamer gene?
I have never said I hate Halo Reach.
What if the girl becomes the new gamer girl and actually starts lapping over Cameron in terms of skill?
That'd be funny. I'd take that.
Hot.
Mm.
Oh, you know what?
Cameron
I got
likes
another one. I got
Cameron
another
likes
one.
to be gamer domed.
I have another one. Viscera cleanup detail.
Is that really even counting as a game? It's more of just a joke.
Does Minecraft count as a game?
Yeah, it actually does. It actually has a game to it. It's
I mean,
got.
Donut County also counts as a game.
I mean,
Sadly, so does the Goose Game.
That's a really good one.
No, we
That's a
don't.
really
no,
good
we,
answer.
We don't legitimately talk about that here.
No, here's
Dude,
the
I
thing.
love
Here's the
Goose
thing.
Game.
Hold on, there's an issue with that though, because if that's the first game you show her, that's the one that she won't fucking shut the fuck up about.
Oh, that's true.
Like, no,
She'll
dude,
get
I
you.
love it.
She'll get you a
It's fun.
goose as a sentimental token. Remember
No,
when you
yeah.
awoken me to
I would do-
gaming? Here's this really annoying goose.
Geese are the worst
No.
animals on the planet. You cannot change my mind.
Exactly.
I agree.
Dude, that's why I love that game. Because what is
I'm
the
actually
goal of
waiting
Goose
for
Game?
the day that a goose
What?
comes up to me so I can wring its fucking neck and like whip it around because it's got like a really long neck, so I could like
Yeah.
fucking twist its spine while I'm like centrifuging it around my head.
Could just use like a Left 4 Dead style kind of game where you fight off Goose, you can just grab him.
Is
Maybe a
there a-
place where you can grab him by
Dude,
the neck.
There,
and
is
toss
there a
him,
mod for Left 4
or-
Dead where they change the zombies into
I'm
geese?
checking right fucking now.
Oh, that's a
I
good
remember.
one, yes.
I remember when I was younger, back in Sugarland. We lived like right off the river, so there was a lot of geese that would just like waddle around, just minding their own fucking business. But if you just so happen to be looking at them within a 3-mile radius, they will run at you. And I remember one day I just said, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired of being nice. I'm gonna go apeshit. I kicked one in the face, and I was never bothered by a goose ever again.
Because you are now a predator.
Just grab a
Oh.
gun and you become the apex predator. Okay, so I have a potential answer and I want to hear the reaction. A hat
Oh my
in time.
fucking god. Come on.
I mean,
Hat in
I've never
time?
played it, so I can't give you an answer.
I think that would do fine, but they'd have issues with the platforming still. Like it's still
Probably.
I don't know.
I think
Probably.
you start with a 2D platformer first, and then work your way to a 3D
Maybe.
platformer.
There is not.
I think the best answers so far are Goose Game, Minecraft in peaceful mode, Tetris, Donut County.
I don't think Tetris actually is the play here.
Really?
My brother, Kate, any of my other friends outside of like a handful of them, my mom, none of them understand Tetris, and they look at me play Tetris for like half a second, like, nope, I don't want to play with you.
No. See,
Well,
that's
not with you.
Austin, you
No,
play
no,
to
no,
win.
not-
I'm talking about
no,
like
no.
we're talking about casual
Yeah.
shit.
Cameron
no,
and I
we're-
are
we're
not
talking about
casual
versus
Tetris players.
But that's fine. You
That's
can't
fine.
expect everyone that picks up Tetris to be immediately.
I'm not.
into-
Even
No,
when I
hold
just.
on, I worded that wrong. I'm sorry.
So Austin,
You guys-
Austin in his mind thinks that we're talking about the versus Tetris. I am not talking
No,
about that.
no,
I'm
no,
talking about
literally-
regular casual
Literally,
Tetris.
yes, I'm just playing literally marathon, and people are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you like live in a cave and this is all you play?" I'm like, "No, I just really enjoy it."
You just introduce it to them as like a puzzle game, and then like all puzzle games, you just get better at the puzzle game.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I keep saying, but then people just, I still,
Because
Those
I
people might not like puzzle games. Is the issue.
Yeah, that's
You're-
probably the issue.
I watched
But-
you and Kate
I-
play fucking Portal. It looked like a nightmare for you.
I was about to bring up Portal 1.
Because-
Portal 1.
because she wanted to make the experience hard on me intentionally, and I was like, "No, just work together, please." And it just did not.
Imagine co-op
Mm.
Tetris.
I
Oh,
would
God.
lose my fucking. So you're saying like one person like moves, the other one person swaps and rotates?
Ooh, no.
Oh, no, that'd be
No, that
awful.
just-
That'd be
that just
awful.
sounds-
Cameron, I would legitimately want to try that with you. You and
I would no, that would be awful. I don't like
Playing
that.
Dark Souls, but one guy gets one side of the controller and the other guy gets the
Oh,
other.
I did that with Kate at one point. We did that with Dark
Oh
Souls
yeah, the
1.
two Joy-Cons.
we
Dark
we,
Souls
we
Joy-Cons.
legitimately did that, and we made it all the way up to Seath. And we got so annoyed because we got cursed and we had no way of curing the curse, and we were stuck there, and it was a very bad time. And yeah,
Just
So
go
it's-
back to Pickle Pea and Pump a Rum. You get 2 free things.
we just decided to call it after that.
Uh,
That's as far as we got.
what about Portal 1? Would Portal 1 be a
that's
good
not
one? for
co-op.
Portal 1 doesn't have co-op.
I know it
But it-
doesn't. I'm saying Portal 1 to introduce someone to gaming as a
Oh,
That would be
no,
great.
no, I don't.
As long as they don't get motion sick. As long as they don't get motion sick.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll take that caveat. That's pretty fair.
I'm just saying, like, as for an entry level game, as shits as many people will give it, original Mario Brothers.
I literally made that
I
joke.
mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were just saying.
Mario
I thought you were saying just any Mario game. I'm saying like strictly the original pixelated NES Mario Brothers.
man,
Instead
no,
of
man.
Pixel Mario, I would bring up Mario from the fucking what is it? The Mario All Stars pack.
Oh, like Mario
No,
3,
that's just all of them.
Mario.
Yeah,
Mario
just bring
3.
up Mario All Stars.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's fine. Just,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
so
Super
here's
Mario
the-
World is on the SNES player on Nintendo Switch. You can just
Yeah.
play
So, oh,
And
I
it has
have
two-player
I
mode.
have
It
a-
has
I have
two-player
a-
mode.
I have a modded Super Nintendo Mini, so I can just use that.
that. I mean, Mario World came with it, legitimately, but okay.
I know. Anyway, okay, so here's an interesting one. I don't know if anyone here, maybe Alan's played this. I don't know if either Austin or Jagged have.
Right.
Y'all ever heard of Parkitect?
Yeah,
say to me.
I've seen it. I've seen it. It's don't get me wrong, it's good. I'm just more of an elitist when it comes to these kind of tycoon games, and I prefer
What?
Roller Coaster.
It's just like fucking Zoo Tycoon or
Yeah.
fucking
Architect. Oh,
Roller Coaster Tycoon. or something.
Parkitect, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
It's just
roller
another
coaster
person.
tycoon elitist.
Yeah,
too.
me as well. I
Okay, wait,
prefer
this-
Front
Here's the
Two.
thing.
This looks similar to those older games, though. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's still
So,
cute, and
the
it
reason
does.
why I bring the reason why I bring it up is because it's cute, and
Yeah.
you can play in a creative mode where you have zero money. And one of my exes was super into it, so maybe
I mean,
that'd be something.
I mean,
This-
Again, I can't base
Planet
it
Coaster
off,
has the exact same thing.
but Planet Coaster's more complicated.
It is. Then if you want to just take that route of complication, then just go Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition. Literally, you can't go wrong. That was my first
Again-
foray into the whole
Again, Roller Coaster Tycoon
coasters.
3. I don't want to go to that one in particular because Parkitect is
Yeah.
simple in the fact that it's still the isometric. So even if I would go with the Tycoon game, it would either be this one or even Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Two
I
is
don't wanna
two's
go
good.
over even
Yeah,
yet.
that
Uh,
open
there-
source one where you could do multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
Oh,
To,
yeah,
I was
that one.
I was legitimately about to say that one too. That one's
was-
actually
Yeah, maybe.
it's super easy to access too, and it's just really easy to pick up and play.
Oh,
This-
here's the best answer: Metal Slug.
No,
Oh,
no,
that would tear them
Hold
apart.
on.
no.
Hold on. Question.
Yeah.
Mm.
After everything we've been talking about, is this purely games to get them into games that hopefully they want to get better at them, or are we also going to branch to like meme games that you know for a fact they're going to be garbage
No.
at, but it'll be
No.
a fun experience for them
No.
nonetheless?
That
Can't
should
do
not be.
that.
That shouldn't be your first experience in a gaming. No.
Not at all.
If this is
That would
legitimately
be-
their first
like-
experience.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, maybe not the exact first, but like after like a couple of games, you show them a fucking game where
Like-
you know they won't do well initially. Maybe they get better, maybe they don't. Who gives a shit? But it'd be fun for them because you know how fucking awful it'll be.
So
Like,
here's,
it's just
here's
a
the
huge
way I would
fucking.
take it. Here's the way I would take it: is you show them one of the really, really, really basic ones, the ones for the non-gamers or the ones for the people who don't usually play games, right?
What
You
about
show them,
Save
like, maybe-
Jesus?
You show them maybe
Oh.
5 or 10.
Oh,
You show
so-
them maybe 5 to 10 of those games, right? And if there's still an interest beyond that, and they like play them, not even regularly, but they like still show interest, then you start getting to things like fucking the Mario games or the classics that you played, still keeping it at a relatively easy pace. I wouldn't go from fucking Goose Game to Dark Souls. That'd be a really bad jump.
I
But-
think it'd be funny, but yeah,
It
it's
would
a
be
bad.
funny, but-
It's a bad jump.
But yeah, it'd be a really bad jump. I don't want to create this fictional world where all games are either Goose Game or Dark Souls, because that's all they have to go off of, right? As a non-gamer.
I mean,
I was going to
Maybe Bully. Maybe Bully would be a good one. Not for like their first experience, but like 10 or 15 in.
I was
Mm.
just going to say you could get like a little meme co-op game where like winning isn't that big of a deal or being
Right.
good at it. Like Human Fall Flat. I see
okay.
I see Drew Dew has it too. Fucking it's hilarious.
I would say Snipper Clips.
Okay.
Snipper clips too.
Ah,
It's more
Snipper
like
Pippers
computer
Pippers
sides.
so good. Snipper Pippers.
Also, you can just kill each other. It's funny.
Yeah.
I want to say Breath of the Wild would be actually a pretty good one because
Yeah.
all about it's
Yeah.
all about like learning and exploring, and you just learn things like constantly, and you don't
Yeah.
have to really encounter enemies if you wish. You could always figure out a way to go around things like that.
And there's
That's
nice
bad.
pleasantries
Mhm.
that aren't combat,
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
That
kind
wouldn't
of-
be too bad.
like,
like,
doing
like,
puzzles.
it genuinely helps if a game is cute.
Yeah, yeah, true. That much is true.
Kirby. Duh.
Yeah.
Corby.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fucking the one
Kirby's
on the
hard,
Wii
though.
with co-op.
Kirby's hard though. I don't know how to make it work.
Kirby's hard at the end. So yeah, you
No,
play
it's
through
hard
first
all the
couple-
time.
What?
Forever.
Jagged.
It's the hardest
Jagged.
game I've ever played. Harder than Dark Souls.
Okay.
Bro.
There you go.
Honey Pop.
Were you about to say Honey Pop, Jagged?
Oh no.
yeah.
That
Oh.
game is amazing. Yeah,
Nice
because
retard
like
synergy.
it helps if she's also like hey babe, look at this hot chick, and she's like hot nice, and then you can just go with that. There's a lot of avenues you could take in the sense of gaming for a non-gamer. There's a
I just
lot
feel
of-
like we don't have a really good sense of it still. It's hard to think back of like, what was it like when I maybe didn't play video games? Oh wait, I've always played video
Yeah.
games. It's so hard to
Yeah,
like, think
exactly.
about.
So yeah, you have to. A lot of it comes with a lot of heavy asterisks, where it's like, you got to really pay attention to the type of person they are,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
never
you can make a judgment call from there. I mean, Owlboy, that's a really good one because there's barely any combat in it.
Didn't you drop it because you said it was like boring or something?
No, that's Cube World.
Mm.
I beat
Oh,
Owlboy, and it
that's-
was a great experience. I really liked Owlboy. I thought the game was pleasant, and the art was phenomenal, and the characters were great. And then it lasts about 5 hours, and then you're done with it, and you never have to pick it up again.
Oh.
So, it's one of those games. Shame it took almost a decade to make.
Yeah, just like pretty much anything that takes a lot of time. You know, cook
I spent
Thanksgiving
7
dinner,
hours
spend the
total on
entire
this
day
game.
working on it, spent like 20 minutes eating it.
Yep. it's easy to destroy. It is hard to create.
Also, I really fucking love that my bot just doesn't want to work like half the time. It says, "Hey, there's only one person viewing," but then I look in the actual viewer tab and it says there's 7.
Good score.
I love my bot. You're doing really good, Elizabeth.
She made your day.
You're correct. She always makes.
I mean, okay. Are we also going to okay? If we're still on the topic of gaming for a non-gamer, are we going to discredit the hey, you don't have to play, I'll play, and you can just sit and appreciate the art in the world?
No. That doesn't work. That's the worst way to get somebody into gaming. That's literally gonna turn them off. That you're like that's a 1 in 20 chance it's gonna work out.
I think the problem is they'll see how really good you are, and they kind of have the expectation to be that good, and they're like, "Oh,
Okay.
nope, never mind."
Yep.
I would say it's fine if it's just they enjoy watching you play, but they don't plan on playing at all whatsoever.
Yeah,
That
That'd be fair,
too.
'cause there are
That
people
too.
like that.
But if you want them to play, then no, that's not the route to go. Unless
If you're
you're already
dating,
established.
If you're dating a philosophy major, maybe you could show her Spec Ops: The Line.
Bruh.
God, yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! I would love to see how she would handle playing Antichamber.
I was about to fucking bring up
Ooh.
anti.
That
That breaks your mind.
that was such a fucking mind fuck. It was
would never
such
make
a
that
mind fuck, dude.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it as well. That game's
I
fucking
haven't
beat
played
it.
it yet, actually.
I beat it, dude. That game fucking gets tough at the end, dude.
It is so fucking tricky at the end. You literally have to sit there and just like make your mind go mush and go, "Oh, really?
Okay.
That was the explanation?"
Here's a puzzle game that I have yet to beat because it's so goddamn difficult. I want you guys to look up a little game called Snakebird.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think I will.
I remember you
Alright.
telling me about Snakebird. I remember this.
This game fucking I hate it. I hate it. I also love it.
I've seen
it's,
this.
It's maddening. This game is
Yeah.
maddening.
Yeah.
It
Really?
looks like a mix between Fez and Angry Birds.
It's a fun little game.
Oh fuck, Fez. There's like 0 combat in Fez.
Yeah, but some tool made it, so don't buy it.
Well, I already own it, so like there's no going back from that.
True.
Poor fuck.
By that logic, then
I'm
why
sorry.
don't you
Technically-
play Overwatch?
Technically,
already got it have.
for free.
No, I'm talking about Cameron. He has the same
No.
excuse.
Anti-chamber.
Well, because the guy who made Fez
Well,
is
no.
just a tool, and Overwatch is made by a company that actually doesn't care about the human rights of people that are
So,
suffering in another
okay,
country that we can't do anything about.
I want to clear something up for Austin. I don't want to play Overwatch.
I'm just jabbing at
For
you.
many-
We've already
many
had
reasons
this
that
discussion.
aren't Overwatch.
I'm
Okay.
literally just jabbing at you for a meme.
All right.
Woo.
Have
Price
y'all
of
ever heard
Voting.
of a game called Symphony?
Yeah, it's
Of the
fantastic.
night?
Feel like I
No,
have.
no, just Symphony.
Of the night.
I'm not going to. If I had someone come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to get into gaming. What should I play?" I would not give them Symphony of the Night.
If
Yeah,
you can't
but, hey,
speedrun this sub 30, the point.
Hold up. This
hey, I really want to get into video games. What would be my first video game? Oh, I have this one called God Hand.
That's a terrible
Hold up.
experience.
You have to kill the gorilla.
is this like the audio surf thing?
Yeah, it is. It
Kinda.
is.
Kind of like it, but you could play your own music on
Yep.
that. Oh, that's cool.
What about I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger
No,
looking good dating
no,
simulator?
no, not
I
a real
would not
game.
make the first experience a dating simulator.
Hey, Cameron, you want to know what I have to say about that?
Hmm.
This is what I have to say about that. Oh fuck, wrong channel. Let me resend that. There you go.
Uh-huh.
This is what I have to say about that.
Dingus dongus.
Mhm.
Ooh.
What? Okay, so what is this from? I've been seeing this picture of Adam Driver a lot. What is it?
I
It's
have
a new
no
movie on
fucking idea.
Netflix. It's that specific scene. He says,
What the
"Every day I wish you'd die" to
Oh.
his wife.
Oh.
Like
No.
if it meant that, and I think he was referring to their kid or something. If it meant that he would be alive and well, I hope that you would get sick and get hit by a car.
Why is Kylo Ren yelling at Luke Skywalker here? What is this?
No, that's Black Widow.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. What about Thomas? This just becomes.
No, don't, no, I'm stopping you. No, we're not doing
Thomas
Thomas.
Was Alone was
No,
great.
I cried over fucking Square, fuck you. I cried
Yes,
over actual
that's what I say.
I cried
Thomas
over,
Was Alone was fucking stellar.
I cried over Square, fuck you.
Jagged.
Oh, is it
Jagged-
Thomas Was
Jagged.
Alone? Is that the name of the game?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. Yes. That game is
Oh.
so fucking good. Not Mario Party. I would not go Mario Party. That game is fucking sadistic.
I actually
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cute. I think all relationships should go through Mario Party. It builds a good foundation.
That's a social rank 4. That's when you reach the barrier of, okay, how do you handle Mario Party? If you can get past Mario Party, you can fucking get past anything.
No, I think
The
Dark
death of a
Souls.
loved one.
I think Dark Souls. Because
No.
dude, I remember one of my exes actually sat down, and this is before Dark Souls 2 even came out. It was
Oh, wow.
just Dark Souls 1, and I'm still trying to figure out the game. I said, hey, this would be kind of cute. Apparently this game's like really hard. We should work on it together. It'd be really cute, us together working as a team. And it just turned into a lot of fights. And then I dated somebody else,
Not
and
like-
it's, huh?
Not like the fun kind of fights, though, right?
No, it was fucking yelling, dude. It was not fun. It was.
Hold on, Cameron. I'd like to top you on the whole.
Uh-oh, you're gonna top Cameron? Oh God!
Uh-oh.
Funny gay joke, bigot. Anyways, I'd like to
How am I a bigot?
because you made a gay joke at the expense of gays. Being gay isn't funny. It's normal.
Where's this game A Gay's Tale on Steam?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Anyways, above Mario Party, I'd say Battle Block Theater.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah.
Like if you can get through all of Battle Block Theater without ripping each other's throats out, that's a real bond you got there. That like, dude, the amount of like shit you can do to fuck each other over and how tempting it is to do it at literally any point in time
And how you are literally never penalized for doing so.
because it's funny,
Yeah.
and
They knew
that's
what
the
they were
whole
doing.
point.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. And then like if you've been playing it, you can have all the fun fucking head shapes and all that.
Yeah.
And they have nothing, and you can laugh at them as you have their favorite or something.
Yeah.
You get one random. You get
Yeah, I
one
haven't-
free one.
I played that in a long time.
No,
Austin
you
and I
just get the
tried to
star. Which is
Austin and
the
I tried
special
to play
hit.
it on the fucking podcast a couple years? A couple months ago.
Damn,
and
guys, didn't you know that our podcast has been going on for years now?
Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
No. It's not that good.
Dating sims are all off the table.
Good.
Yeah,
Forever.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, why don't we just go with the true Dark Souls, Cuphead?
Fuck you. That just wasn't funny.
I know it wasn't. I wasn't.
like,
I wasn't saying it to be funny.
As an actual choice.
No, it's not an actual.
No.
choice. As a meme, yeah.
Okay. You meme it.
Because like I think again, I think it was summed up best with like you got to think about who they are as a person and make a judgment call based on that. See
Yeah,
what
it's-
they enjoy outside of
we're just-
gaming.
Theorizing here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Loosely.
Yeah. Okay, Alan, how was your
Yes.
week?
My week was pretty good. I forgot everything that happened in it. No, I actually do. Let me hold on.
Cool.
Yesterday I went to In-N-Out because there was an In-N-Out that actually opened up close by in
Yes.
Texas. I'm like, wait a sec. It's like somewhere Stafford or something. But you know, it's like 10 miles away. That's easy. I can go there. I just doxed myself. But if you want to see me at In-N-Out, go ahead.
Wait, which
Yeah.
In-N-Out is this? Hold up.
Is
this
there
the
other
one over
In-N-Outs?
in Katy?
No, it's not that one.
Okay.
It was like a really recently opened one where the cars are circling the entire building like twice
Yeah,
over.
that's the one that just opened up near my place. I just talked to myself as well.
Wait, that
yeah,
one?
we're gonna do a Sound of Scuff meetup at In-N-Out.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you like you and I probably the closest? I don't know
We
where.
probably are the closest ones. Austin is in San Antonio.
Oh,
Wow, way to just give out my location like that.
Yeah, okay, somewhere in the city of San Antonio. And,
They'll just
Jagged
nuke all of
is
San
an
Antonio.
enigma. He doesn't live anywhere.
Yeah, no, I never had In-N-Out before, and it was like what's a California food chain kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
So we have
It's not a chain;
Whataburger.
it's a family-owned establishment.
Well, whatever it's supposed to be. I don't know. what we have in Texas we have Whataburger, so we like to feel like that's better. But In-N-Out has cheap burgers actually, and they have burgers that don't make me feel bad. They're not. It's never too much. The fries are actually incredibly bad though. I don't like the fries at all.
Yep.
Aw.
And I get. Listen,
Did you get your fries animal style?
I did, but there were still a lot of regular fries underneath the animal style, so it like wasn't
Worth it?
worth it. But I get it because the oil is they like cook it in like oils that are like not the unhealthy kind like every other place.
But that's where the
Like-
flavor comes from.
I could get
That's
that,
the
but
issue.
the problem came where the texture was really bad. Like it kind of like I can't even describe it. It was like chalky.
Ew.
The way they cooked it was wrong. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, but
Yeah,
as far as I'm aware,
It's not chalky. It's not supposed to be chalky, Alan. I'm gonna be honest.
I was like maybe it's because it's super busy there. They can't really cook correctly.
See, this is why the East Coast is the best.
I don't
You
know.
take that
dude.
What
back
does the
for
East
right
Coast
now.
have?
You take that back
Right.
right now.
Not chalky fries. Got him.
Well, okay. What burger chain is exclusive to the East Coast? I can think of one.
I have no idea. Tell me.
I remember I went to a place in Connecticut because in the town that I lived in, Wilton, there was a ban on fast food. So the closest thing you could get there was Boston Market, and I fucking hated every second of Boston Market.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's what you get,
it's
New Englander.
yeah, it's gross. Anyway, so
Disgusting.
I had to drive outside of my city in order to go to a place called Duchess. And it was all right.
Bill Burr is the only reason that people tolerate Bostonians from New England.
Yeah, I love Bill Burr.
I saw him in
I
the new
love Bill
episode
Burr.
of Mando, and it was good.
Man, I still need to watch that, but I don't want to get Disney Plus. like
Well,
before
then
that.
don't get it for Mando. It ain't worth
Oh,
it.
tell me, does it have
No, it
House of
isn't.
Mouse?
No, it doesn't.
It's worthless. Don't buy it.
that was the
it
quickest fucking grade of it I've ever seen.
Okay, Alan, I'm gonna tell you right now, it also doesn't have Buzz Lightyear, the animated Buzz Lightyear movie.
No.
Or the show.
Wait, it's a
It
show
doesn't.
specifically
There's not the
too,
show
right?
either.
Not the show either. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah.
Nothing Buzz
they screwed
Lightyear.
up.
Literally no point.
They don't know what people want. They never do.
They don't. They really don't.
They don't know what
But
people
they
want.
have-
That's why they made their own fucking streaming
Don't-
service.
Don't they have Home Alone 4 on there or some shit?
Oh my god, there was a Home Alone 4.
There was a fourth one.
Yes, and it was bad.
Yeah, and that's
Bad,
why
yeah.
everyone just like purged it from their memory.
Yeah, that's why no one remembers it.
It's like a different kid.
Um,
I
Yeah, exactly.
actually liked Home Alone 3. Fight me on that.
What is?
I never watched Home Alone 3.
Got.
Home Alone 3 is a completely different kid in a completely different area. But it was actually really good. I thought it was good.
I'll take your word for it.
Some people were like, no, Home Alone 3 is bad because it doesn't have the kid from the first two. So therefore the third one's different, so therefore it's bad. And I was like, no, it's actually really good.
Uh-oh.
But didn't you know that guy was on drugs?
Okay, no, what I'm totally on board with the idea of there should be like a 20-minute short film that stars Macaulay Culkin right now, and it's just Home Alone 7. Like, completely ignore everything else. Home Alone 7, starring Macaulay Culkin. It's a 20-minute short, and it's just him sitting around, fucking boping around this fucking apartment, like that scene where Paul Rudd was under house arrest in Ant-Man.
I'm gonna take it that
Yeah,
you didn't
sure.
see the commercial where it was him doing exactly that.
There's fuck modern advertising. Jesus fucking Christ.
What do you mean, fuck it? You just asked for it, they gave it to you, now it's bad that they gave you what you asked for? What?
Ad. I don't want it because it's an ad. I don't want the sequel to E.T. being an ad for Xfinity, Austin.
Can
I'm
you really
sorry?
have a modern time Home Alone? I don't think you can because of cell phones, right?
Nope, you really can't.
Like, hey, police, done.
That was the
Yeah.
joke. That was the joke in the ad, was that it was solved because of modern technology.
What ad?
It was like it was for a Google service or a Amazon service. One or the other. No, not
Oh.
Stadia. It was one of, it was
Can
either
we talk about the time? Can we talk about the time 3 Stadia ads played during the Game Awards,
Can
which
we
we'll
just
get to in a minute,
not
don't worry.
acknowledge the Game Awards because
I-
it's bad? We don't.
I really just don't
You
like
know what?
anything
Fine.
about the
Let's
Game Awards.
briefly acknowledge the Game Awards. It was bad. There were like 3 things that were even somewhat acceptable during it, and
No
they
one
played a
hears things.
Stadia ad 3 times.
So,
that's all we got to say about it.
The ratio is one good thing per hour.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very
I
awful
think-
experience.
I'm trying to think of all the good things that happened, and the biggest thing is No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that was all.
I
I love that trailer.
There was
That was
a
really
lot
cool.
of people who pulled out the last minute. Apparently, apparently there was supposed to be a
Yeah,
Half-Life
yeah.
Alex thing that was supposed to be announced.
Oh,
Nintendo was supposed to announce one of their characters, but then they pulled out the last seconds.
Really?
Yeah,
To
no.
spite
Right.
leakers.
So
Prevent it
there,
from-
2 major announcements were actually pulled out the last minute, and that's where they put up these really long ads for no reason.
That's why we got Fast and Furious at the end.
Exactly why.
Oh, let's not talk about Fast and the Furious.
Sure. Okay.
Oh! Before we wrap up, I want to point out The Rock on his personal Twitter is doubling down on his mistake.
A mistake? What do you say?
His mistake that the Fast and Furious franchise, this is their first game when they've already had 5.
Oh, well, I mean, he wouldn't know.
So,
He cares.
About that.
It's
He's-
not like Rock. It's not like The Rock is a gamer. Who gives a shit?
oh, that's what he's trying to
No,
prove. No, that's exactly
all
what he's
know.
trying to prove. Go look at his Twitter. He's trying to prove he's an actual gamer. It's so fucking hilarious.
I don't want to.
He doesn't play his own
okay.
games.
So okay. Prime just brought up something that Ginger himself was also very excited for. A
Yep,
sequel to
I'm
Forest.
I'm actually really excited for that too. I was like
What's
super
that?
super hyped about it.
I
uh,
haven't played the Forest, so I don't really care.
The forest is essentially you crash land in some fucking really bad neck of the woods that you don't want to be in, where these people will literally hunt you down and kill you. It's like Minecraft, but way scarier.
Oh,
Cool.
hold on. Have you ever seen the King Kong movie with Jack Black in it?
Dude, I
God,
rewatched that movie like almost every year.
Is it the one with giant insects and the giant worm that eats
Yes,
the dude? And, like,
yes, yeah,
oh, yeah.
dude.
That creeps me out.
This
Wasn't
game will
the game
really
like
fuck.
actually really good?
What, the King Kong
Forest?
game or the Forest?
The game for that movie.
I didn't even know there was a game. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
me either. So it probably wasn't good.
Can I play as the worms?
Rooting for the other team.
Can I eat the
Fucking read-
Scotsman?
Fucking re-download Super Mega Death Worm or whatever.
It's-
Oh, man.
it's-
Has there been a 3D worm, like giant worm eating
There
the city
had to
simulator
have been.
thing?
It's
Is there- is that done yet?
it's a pretty popular idea, so I'm sure it's been done in 3D.
Wasn't
like,
there,
good.
a
Come on.
fucking-
That'd
wasn't
be fun.
wasn't there like a 3D fucking Godzilla? Not a Godzilla game. What was that one 2D game?
Rampage?
Destroy All Monsters?
Rampage.
No, yeah, Rampage. Wasn't there a 3D Rampage?
Yes, and it
Yes.
was bad.
I
was
liked
bad?
it.
Okay.
You liked it, really?
Well, I played it when I was a kid on the GameCube.
Oh,
I enjoyed
okay.
There
unlocking
you go,
monsters because you could play more than just Ralph, Lizzie, and George. You could unlock different ones, and eventually unlocked a lion, and his stats were like the best. And I was just pummeling entire skyscrapers in like 30 seconds. I felt like a badass.
Sweet.
And you unlocked them by
okay.
pure chance too. It was funny because if you they were specimens that were locked in big vials, like human-sized ones, inside of buildings, but you had to specifically punch that block of that building to unlock them. Because if you broke the building before that, they would plummet with the skyscraper and die.
Oh no.
But otherwise, you would unlock them, and I think as soon as you did that, they would immediately become usable. Like you could, like you just transformed into them, so you could play the rest of the.
Nice.
Map
That's
of
actually
them.
pretty cool.
It was neat. I liked the game a lot, but
So I
it's
wanna-
probably bad now.
Yeah. I wanna piggyback off of what Jagged said later. Right now, let's finish up Alan's week so we can get to everyone else's.
The rest of my week.
Yeah.
Man, really not a whole lot happens with me. It's not like I can I want to do cool things, but I can't afford to do cool things, honestly. It's just been like
I mean, you can go talk to a homeless man.
he'll probably rob me of whatever tiny bits of money I have
Bring a
left.
knife.
He'll probably rob me of that too. But
He
you
just
know,
comes up and goes, yo, and he takes the knife from you. What do you do?
yank. How'd you do that?
What do you do? What do you do, Alan, in that situation?
I probably first I make sure he stabs me in a non-lethal place, and then I
Uh huh.
fit there so
You
he
make
lets go of it.
sure that he has to stab you, but
So I
only in a
can get it
non-lethal
back.
place.
That's the only way I get it back. I don't know how to take a knife from somebody because they stab me with it.
He's got a
Oh.
point.
All right. I mean, yeah.
But it's
sure.
good. That's not gonna kill me. At least I finally got the knife and not to take it out of myself.
Oh.
But then
Okay, he stabs you. He stabs you in the leg, and it doesn't hit a vital artery, so you're not gonna bleed out. But like, it's still in your leg.
it's still in my leg. And then I guess I'll just run for it.
You just leg it.
Yeah, with a knife. Like I got my knife back, so I think I won.
So real quick, I know I've told you this, Cameron. I might have told Jagged and Chiller this one as well. But now that I have a podcast and a platform to say this, I want to repeat this story. It's still one of my favorite stories.
Go for it.
Back when I was working at Best Buy, not as a security guard, just as a sales rep, I was talking to one of the security guards at the time, and he told me the best story of why he came to work handicapped. He works as a second job as a bouncer at a club at the time. And what happened was there was this guy, he was just really, really drunk, and they kicked him out. And he's like, no, I want to go back in, bro. I didn't get that girl's number. He's like, no, you had enough to drink. You need to go home. And he's trying to be really nice about it. And the guy starts pushing him. He says, dude, don't push me. I will push you back, and you're going to land on your ass. And he's trying to play it all like calm. He's a bouncer. He's got to like make sure people stay in line. And so the guy gets really, really physical. And so the guy pushes him. And mind you, the security guard guy that I'm talking to who's telling the story, he's much taller than the other guy. This guy is at least like 6'4", 6'5". He's a tall fucking dude. The guy who's drunk is like 5'8". He's trying to act tough. So he doesn't put up a good fight. He gets put on his ass, and then when he's getting back up, he pulls out a knife and stabs the security guard in the hand. And because he says the knife was so sharp when it went through his hand, he didn't feel anything. So he looked at the knife while it's in his hand, looked at the guy, looked back at the knife and says, that's really fucking rude of you. You know that, right? And the guy freaks out, runs away without the taking back the knife, and then he pulls out the knife and goes, damn, that really fucking hurt. I'm gonna have to get this stitched up. And he just plays it off really fucking cool. And mind you, there's still people in line who watch the entire thing happen, and nobody fucked with this guy ever again.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
So I just have to give.
Don't do that.
I have to give the homeless man a sharp knife, and I can have the dull knife, and I'm better off. Because he can stab me, and I'll be like, I'm invincible. I don't feel that. I stab him with a dull knife. I'm freaking tearing him apart.
Have you seen the ending of Part 5?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Don't explain why. Don't explain why I brought it up.
I will not.
Good. Austin, watch Part 5. Anyway, Alan, do you have anything else you want to talk about with your week?
Oh, well, didn't I just mention I hardly have anything ever happening this week? I'm just trying to figure out.
Austin, if you want.
I'm trying to figure out college stuff, but that's really about it. Also, I didn't finish what I thought about In-N-Out. Was the burgers are cheap, the fries are really bad. But yeah, it's like burgers are really good. Get an animal style, do it.
Hell yeah.
It's like $4 or something like for something. I can't remember. For just the double, get the double meat, $4.
Yeah, double. Double.
That's what it's called.
Double.
Okay, yeah, move on. Next question.
Okay. Austin, how was your week?
Why would you go to me when Jagged, who clearly has the better life, has way better things to talk about?
The fuck you mean?
You graduated, boy. You have more interesting life.
I am absolutely not graduated yet.
Nah, you graduated yet. Fuck off.
He's living the good life.
It's the end of the semester. It's time for celebration.
I
It's time
have
for celebration.
I have a big presentation, a small presentation, and just today I went onto my school's website that has a calendar of all the fun little assignments that you have to. And the professor for the one class had never mentioned that we were taking a final, and then there's a 400-point final examination that's 40. I think it's 40 questions long, which is far too many. In any capacity.
I feel like that's far too few.
No, because I know what this class is about, and unless he gives us 3 hours, I probably won't be able to get it done. Oh, the time is unlimited. How nice.
It's one of those. Okay. Because I was thinking like multiple choice questions, and if it's a multiple choice exam, I want like 100 questions, so I can just miss more and still be okay.
Yeah, the way my school is it's very tech specific oriented, so they want reasons as to why the answer is what it is. And specifically for my malware reverse engineering course, I had to explain a lot of shit, and we had 3 hours, and I barely finished in time. Even
Jesus.
when I bent the rules a little bit, cough, cough, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and we were supposed to take it by ourselves, and I teamed up with my friend because both of us were really tweaking about the class.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He started 20 minutes before me, roughly, and then the trick to throwing him off is don't make it a whole number. Gotta make it like an odd number, and then like, you know, a couple seconds in, and then we took it. He finished just in time for his time, and then I finished barely on time for mine. And that was with us like helping each other with the questions, because a lot of them were absolute horseshit.
That's fucked.
Some questions were actually based off of other people's presentations that they gave about the specific piece of malware that they researched, and that.
Wow.
Yeah, that really sucked, because he knows goddamn well that no one pays attention to these fucking presentations. You kidding me?
Nope.
Especially that kid that goes like, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you speak up? Oh yeah, sure. My presentation is on. You're literally speaking at the same octave, you fucking asshole. I had for my professional communications class, some kid did the same fucking thing. The entire semester, he was talking in a very low voice. I don't know if he actually can only speak that loud, and I'm being an asshole by making fun of him, or if he legitimately just doesn't feel like talking that loud, or he's got some fucking anxiety about it. But fuck him, I have anxiety too. I can speak loud enough.
Loud enough to where the mic can pick you up.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm not gonna miss college.
No.
I really, for some reason, the trials and tribulations are kind of what I want.
Bro,
those are the days.
You know what? It's probably my fucking campus, but like, I was actually, the reason why I was a bit late to the podcast was because I was talking to my roommate about this. Our campus specifically, won't mention the school because I kind of need whichever place to hire me to actually think I went to a good school that I enjoy and respect. But the issue with it is that it's like they try and promote it being a very big open campus with lots of opportunities, but all the clubs are underfunded and uninteresting, and they're only officially made because the school knows, oh, no one's going to join this, it'll be fine.
Who in their right mind?
Half of the campus is unusable because we constructed new dorms that were shoddily made and actually had to go through two construction companies because the first one deliberately fucked up. It's hilarious how bad they were. I think one of their guys died making it.
Oh,
okay.
The thing was, they had to, the side of the campus that they built it on, there was a huge mound, like it was a big hill, and they had to flatten it so that they could build on. But with that, there was also power lines, internet connection lines, all sorts of stuff, and they would mark them with orange paint and flags and stuff. But this guy, one of the security officers and one of the on campus and one of the head maintenance guys before he was fired, because the lead maintenance guy is a fucking douchebag. So that was an entirely different thing. That was funny too. They both accounted to this. They watched him. He took a power digger, like a hand one. He walked up to the orange X. He looked to the side, looked to the other side, took it, and then just went straight into the orange X. That I'm sure when he joined was told, when you see this, it means stay the fuck away from it. I believe that one was the power line. And then a ambulance came.
For who?
Him.
That guy. I'm pretty sure either he's dead or he got a quite the wake up. And then later they had a machine, and it just, I think it was like a bobcat maybe, but it just dug into the dirt right over an X, scooped up the internet line, and severed it. and that was really bad because that specific day I had a lot of work to turn in.
Oh.
So I had to turn on my phone's hotspot in order to fucking get on with it. It was really funny because it was specifically the internet line for the dorms and not campus.
Oh.
Of course it was.
Your college sounds like a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, we still have the old dorms. They stopped using them last year. We started living in the new ones last year, and they're just sitting there. But in between breaks, like Christmas and summer, they would have everyone move their shit out unless they were living there over the summer. Christmas was no exception. You couldn't keep your stuff in there for some reason. They would have people come in and clean everything because I guess it just needed that much attention. They don't do that anymore, funny enough. But the moment they stopped having people do that, mold cultured in every dorm so quick, and it's white mold too, so it's bad for you. And the only reason I know about this, because the campus has been keeping it under wraps, is because I know people. And one of them is one of my good friends who was working for IT over that summer, and they had to get into the old dorms and take out all the internet, like Wi-Fi cables, all that shit. They had to take out all of that so that it wasn't a security hazard, because our campus like teaches cybersecurity majors and all that jazz. And he was told that he had to wear a mask and he wasn't allowed to be in there for longer than 10 minutes. And I found that just baffling, that that's even a thing that can happen.
That's awful.
It has barely been a year since it's been a few months since we stopped using these dorms, and they are already uninhabitable. Like, I was talking to another friend, and he was talking about how when he lived in there, they had a mouse problem, and that was actually the first time I ever. It wasn't rats, it was mice, tiny little ones. That was actually the first time I had heard of a mouse problem, which baffled me because these things were built in like the 70s, so you would have thought that, and they haven't been renovated at all, so you would have thought like they just have so many holes that mice would just be making entire bee colonies in this shit. But
don't fucking make me think about bees in a dorm wall. Oh my god.
We were talking about the old dorms because that was just a day where we were bitching about the campus, and he was talking about Osama. He just kept going on about Osama this, Osama that, and I'm like, who's Osama? And he's just like, oh, that's right, I never told you. When I lived in the old dorms, my roommates and I had a mouse problem. It was only one, but I think he was trying to like make a home for himself. So we bought a bunch of glue traps because it was the end of the semester and we had just had it. And they named him Osama because he kept terrorizing them. He was like eating their bags of rice, and he was like biting power cables. And so when they caught him, they were just like, all right, we got to give him the proper treatment, Navy SEAL style, and they just whipped him into the pond because they buried Osama bin Laden when they killed him. They just put him in the water. And that was specifically when the new dorms were being built, and all of the shit that they were doing was creating so much runoff that it turned our pond orange with like something. I don't know what it was. If it was clay, it was like some kind of disgusting garbage. A bunch of frogs and toads died that lived around there. There are no more turtles. Actually, a bunch of turtles that were living in there started coming onto campus, and a couple of them were snapping turtles. So,
great.
The fountain got like some kind of mineral clogged in it, and the like nice fountain that everyone always commented on was no longer operable.
Oh no.
It baffles me that I hear anything about this place, and it like, how have they not torn these things down? I get deconstruction takes funding, but like it was really expensive to live in these new dorms. So where's that money going?
Jeez. That's fucked.
It is
that's
fucked.
absolutely fucked.
Destruction of nature. Those poor turtles.
Yeah.
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 See, I don't have any fucking interesting stories about my campus except for like I've already told the story about my fucking video professor on the podcast, but other than that, like really nothing of note has happened at Lone Star.
I just remembered. You know those
Uh-oh.
trees that when they bloom, they smell like cum?
No.
No.
What?
Maybe it's an East Coast thing.
Why would you'd know the smell of it, right?
I-
Why
What?
do you know what? Why do you know what cum smells like?
Cause I nut. Are you kidding me?
I
Do
don't know
just,
what you
just sit
expect.
there and get a waft of it?
Like it just like fills the air.
Okay. All right.
I mean, all right.
It
sure.
makes sense because trees are pollinating.
Just tell us about the tree.
Sure. What about the
it's-
fucking cum tree?
So the road that goes directly towards the main building of campus, there are about 12 trees on each side that do
Mhm.
that.
Oh,
And every spring, they bloom,
every spring.
and then they come up the place.
Oh.
I don't need to have an image of that.
I don't need to be walking around thinking about smelling cum.
However, I do think all of those trees are dying because they all look really unhealthy. They got that like mold, not mold, that like moss that looks like mold that always grows on dead trees. You know the ones I'm talking about, right?
The stringy kind?
Yeah, a little bit stringy, and then like it looks like a dried vomit stain that's just like permanently stuck onto the bark.
No, I don't know that one. I used to live in a swamp basically, so I would see the,
Oh.
the long stringy kind.
Okay, yeah, like imagine like a proto version of that.
Man, you won't believe the image I have of your campus.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the frankest
It
place
sounds like
I think of right now.
it sounds like you live in fucking Fallout, dude.
my friends visited for the first time because I was like, ever since I went there, I'm just like, man, it would be great if you guys like came by or something. That'd be nice. And they were like, yeah, sure. And then this year, I'm just like, please visit. I'm so fucking bored and I can't take it anymore. I miss you guys. And they're like, yeah, don't worry, we got you. We want to do anyways. And I just showed them around the entire campus. And the whole time,
Oh, boy.
the one guy who had never heard me talk about this was just like, bro, how the fuck does this place
tree?
operate? I actually forgot to mention about the cum tree.
Oh my god.
But
Okay,
like the entire time I
here's
was
a
just
new project in Minecraft in the village. We have to make
No,
a cum tree.
no, I'm just not gonna let that happen.
Do you have the names of the tree? Like, what are they called?
hold on.
It would give me a good idea.
Tree that when it blooms smells like cum.
Take that off your
God.
search history, son.
I found an article. Your street probably smells like semen right now, but it might not. But it might not next spring.
Oh,
A calorie pear or a Pyrus caloriana.
which one looks like it? What's?
It's got pretty white blossoming leaves.
Oh, I see.
Caloriana. Oh, fuck me. That looks like-
Calorie pear.
This is why your city smells like cum and vomit.
Oh, these. Why do people have these things up then?
Because they're
The
really
Bradford
pretty.
pear. It's
But
a dense, broadly pyramidal deciduous tree that grows up to 43 feet. It's a very common landscape plant used frequently because of its rapid growth rate and tolerance to a variety of urban conditions, including drought, air pollution, and heat. It is also soil adaptable, but should be planted in full sun for blooms, although it tolerates part shade. Additionally, it transplants easily from one of the first. So it's very common. Like it seems like the very sturdy tree. Here we go. However, its branches grow at upright angles with three crotches. Colorful. flowers at peak smell like a decaying animal, with many persons encountering this odor will wrinkle their nose, pinch it, and begin to look around on the ground. Okay. This plant is used as a temporary specimen tree in residential sites for 10 to 20 years. In residential sites, commercial sites, school grounds, and malls. In malls at peak, customers have been observing getting out of their cars, reacting to the odor, getting back in their cars, and driving off.
Yeah, why would you have these?
Because they're just really cost efficient and they look really nice. It's the issue that they smell fucking awful.
That doesn't sound like it'd be good for any place. I don't know. Sight. It's like smell is more important to me than sight. It's just
Listen,
like,
man, if you get a lot of
That's driving me
customers
crazy.
that actually just have lopped off their noses, then you're in business. They're gonna look at these and go like, "I want to buy stuff from this place. It looks
I want to
nice."
live. I want to live in a field of lavender. I love the smell of lavender.
Well, we don't have that.
I know we don't. Okay. Limb breakage is common due to poor crotch angles and is often a very short-lived tree. This is a weedy to invasive species that can spread fire blight to other
What?
rosaceous crops. So consider planting a different tree.
Fire blight.
Then
What is that?
I don't know.
Fire blight probably is they're just easily flammable. So
Contagious disease affecting apples, pears, and other
plant
members of
disease.
the family of rose. Whatever you pronounce that. Oh, it's a disease.
Oh, hey, Jagged. Here's a good one. Here's a good way to describe it. Buds are elongate, woolly, and gray pubescent.
yeah.
Considering it smells like cum.
Here's the thing. They would be an issue as an invasive species, or the whole fire blight thing. However, my campus is probably built on an Indian burial ground because everything looks like it's dying all year round. Like everything looks like the definition of decay.
Oh, boy.
Or actually, funny enough, it's either overgrown or completely decayed. There's no middle ground. My campus is hideous.
Oh, boy.
I walked by
what did-
one of the pots that they would put like a nice plants of like bushy flowers or whatever, and I noticed that they didn't take it out of the plastic pot that it came in, and they just put it in there. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's awful. You know what you should do, Jagged? You should go to a patch of grass and you should plant broom rape.
I'm well aware about broom rape. I might actually be considered an eco-terrorist if I do that, however.
Really?
Are you guys? Do you guys know what broom rape is?
Yes, I watched the Sam
No.
O'Nella video.
I'm
Never
talking to mostly to Alan and Austin for this one. I know you know it.
What is? You said it was called what?
It is
Broom rape.
one of the most useless plants.
It's barely a plant.
It's like a flower. That one?
It's
no.
a physical virus.
Yeah,
What is it?
genuinely.
I'm getting like things for power brooms and regular brooms. And... Yeah, I don't know what it is. I really can't tell you.
It's also called orobanche or orobanche.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see it. It's a flower. It looks nice. Wait, hold
Look
on a
at it,
second.
though.
There's some details
Wait.
on it that are very unsatisfactory.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
It's like hairy. It's very, very hairy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like hairy plants. That's actually really scary. It's over 200 species of parasitic herbaceous plants of the whatever you call it family, mostly native to the temperate northern hemisphere. Get to the interesting. What happens? Some species are only able to parasite a single plant species. Come on. What do they do? How do they kill people?
They don't kill
kill people. They just kill plants.
Well, indirectly they kill people.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah. I'll agree with that. They can suck
Sorry.
a whole crop field dry.
this Wikipedia article is too boring to tell me they actually
In
do.
like a span of
Ooh.
anywhere between a week and a month, it will spread. They're fast pollinating too.
Ooh.
They do not produce chlorophyll, so they attach themselves to other plants that do, suck out their nutrients to the point where they die, pollinate immediately, and then it spreads. Like its whole point is to be a blight.
Oh, it
Yeah.
targets like or repair it. Basically, so let's read in here. It targets like tomatoes, eggplants, potatoes, cabbages,
Mm-hmm.
oleus, bell peppers, sunflowers, celery, and
What
beans.
is
A lot of
oleus?
things. It's some
Oh,
species
it's
of
type of
some sort.
lettuce.
It it's total crop failures. It says like
Yes.
total,
Yep.
and like destroys everything.
Crop failure.
Okay, and that's a lot of like big plants, like potatoes.
Mhm.
Those are ones that like people rely on maybe for a whole village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if those things show up, they're all dead.
A huge issue. I actually in high school, I really liked the teacher. He was my homeroom teacher. I took his class on wildlife, and we had an entire 2-ish weeks dedicated to invasive species, where the entire time he just kept talking about how stupid people in the past were. Because have you ever heard of a plant called hogweed?
Hogweed.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Don't
Google
remember
it.
Familiar.
It
Ooh.
is a actual like
Hercelium magnazaminum.
That's what I see right here.
perhaps.
Hogweed,
Hogweed.
giant hogweed.
It's
So
it's a monocarpic, perennial herbaceous flowering plant in the carrot family. People are bad at naming things. God damn it. Hold on.
just read science.
It's pretty big. That's a big plant.
So the
Okay, I'm
issue,
back.
the issue with it isn't that it's big. Like that is an issue, and like nobody cares. They actually one of the main reasons it was brought over to America during not settler time, but like after the settlers, the people that had the money to do that kind
Colonial
of shit.
era.
Yeah, let's go with that because I don't care.
This is also known as the cartwheel flower, the giant cow parsley, giant cow parsnip, or hog's bane.
Or hogsbane, yeah.
Wild
We-
rhubarb. Ooh.
Yeah. So the issue with it is that it produces a chemical that burns your skin off.
Oh.
And it's an invasive species, so it doesn't have a predatory animal to feed off of it, or a climate to control it, because the East Coast is very, very good for it, actually. So it grows a lot, and it grows really fast, and it produces the chemical really fast. And if it grows in your yard, you are actually instructed to not go anywhere fucking near it, and then call the hunting, fishing, wildlife committee, and they will send a team down to extract it and like clear the area of anywhere it may have planted seeds. Yeah, it's fucking awful.
You never had to call 911 on a plant before. That's actually scary.
Oh, I don't want to look at this. Fuck.
Yeah, hogweed, it's fucking scary. Like, I've seen a fully grown, not in real life, but my teacher has, and he posted a picture, not posted a picture, he had a presentation, and in the presentation was his daughter-in-law standing next to a hogweed, and she looked like a midget.
Oh, no.
They grow like 10 feet high, I
I
believe.
don't like that. I don't like that.
It's pretty fucking scary. There was a bunch of other invasive species that he was talking about. Mainly, I think we talked about broom rape. He's just like, please don't call the counselors on me. Broom rape. We got.
That's good. I like
yeah,
that.
he was a good teacher. I enjoyed having him. I actually have his number because he's just like, so what have you been doing in college? And I told him everything that I'm doing, and he's just like, that's some good stuff. If you need connections, here's my number. I got you. And I'm like, thanks.
Sweet.
Cool.
Fucking.
I have
Yeah.
a question for y'all.
Okay.
In biology class, no matter where you took it, like let's say high school biology,
Okay.
did you guys watch Osmosis Jones, or was that just me?
I
No.
didn't, but I've seen it prior.
Definitely seen it plenty times prior, so I didn't miss out
Yeah.
on anything.
Yeah. So yeah, in my fucking biology class in high school, we sat down for like 2 or 3 days and we just watched Osmosis Jones, and I was having fun time because I love that movie. It's
But-
awful, but I love it.
Let's be real, people. They're probably showing cells at work at the schools now.
Yeah, probably. Sorry to interrupt. Anything else, Jagged?
Nah.
Know any Australian plants? There's plenty to list off that will kill you.
Oh, like the
Fuck
one that
off.
has a bunch of tiny hairs that excretes a type of it like fucks with your nerves and it makes you experience the most revolting pain of your life to the point where it makes you want to kill yourself.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, plenty of things
The
to like
Toxic
that.
Garden. Let's go to the Toxic Garden.
This is the
I
plant
actually
street.
really do want to go there.
What's you guys'
Toxic
favorite
garden?
invasive species? Mine is the bumblebee.
Mine
Is it-
are
is-
humans.
No,
Toxic
bumblebees are native. It's the honeybee. My bad.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, you said toxic garden. I was like, is there a garden like a you know like normal gardens have all these beautiful plants? I wonder if there's like a garden with all like the most dangerous plants.
all the
They put you in a
hideous-
hazmat suit and like go in.
Okay, it's actually not that. It's not to that point, but it is straight up there. I think it's in Great Britain somewhere. I'm not sure. There's a toxic garden that's full of plants that can kill you.
Sweet.
And you go there, and the tour guides are like, "Yeah, that can kill you in this way. This kills you in this way. This one makes you fucking spew out of both ends till you're dehydrated. This one makes you experience the worst pain you've ever felt in your life. This one smells really bad. Stuff like that, you know."
This is the cum tree.
That's the cum tree. Yeah, there you go. And it's fascinating to me, and I really want to visit it, but I don't think it's in the United States, so that complicates things a little bit.
A bit.
Yeah. So the question I was gonna ask, I'm just gonna keep conversations rolling. Okay? List off some stuff that you remember loving as a child, but whenever you bring it up to anybody, they always say it's garbage.
Ooh.
Pretty much anything I like.
That's
Edgy.
Um,
I was gonna bring up Sonic Heroes, or Shadow the Hedgehog.
I
I
love. Shadow the
think
Hedgehog,
people
dude.
still like Shadow the Hedgehog, like unironically.
I can recognize that both of those games are fairly low in terms of quality, but I love them both.
I agree. I played Shadow the Hedgehog so much. I don't know why I did.
That
I
game's
can't go back
fucking
to it.
Awful, but I love it.
I don't like that he
So, yeah.
cocks an SMG.
Do you like how he inserts the mag, twists it, taps it, and then pumps?
Do they know what a gun does?
No, they're Japanese. Of course they don't.
Good point.
Every time I see a game where it doesn't give you the option to keep one bullet in the mag, reload, and then don't pull the bullet back, it hurts me every time I see it, dude.
There are very few games that actually put that much care into the guns, because, like, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like I don't know. Like, why would you put that much effort into the gun when ultimately the average player is not going to pay attention to it?
No, I notice it completely. It
You
pisses
notice
me
it,
off.
but, like, I'm not going to notice.
One thing that doesn't make sense to me is games where you can like find workarounds around it, and that becomes the strat, like CS:GO. So like you could if you run while you're loading in the mag, the second the mag touches the gun, you can run and it skips half the animation. You can get ready to fire the gun again.
Bro, I remember fucking when I gave a shit about Call of Duty watching T. Martin's videos where he was like, here are the guns that allow you to do just that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel
it's
gross.
just-
It's one of those things where it's like, fuck reality. I just want to make the game play better. Where it's like, hey, if you reload with a few bullets in your mag, those bullets don't just go away. They're still there. You know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play a game where that's a thing, unless I'm looking for specific like hard military simulation or like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
Yeah.
I like how you don't have to like take the bullets out of the magazine and put them in a new one, as if you had Azura Wrath arms just doing all that shit for you behind your back.
Yep. I'm very happy about that, and that we don't have that in video games.
Really sad that we don't have a remaster of Azura's Wrath on a modern platform or PC at all. Please.
Jagged, I'm gonna need to like ask you to calm down here because Shura's Wrath ain't that great.
But here's the thing. It's really cool, and that's all I give a shit about. So shut your
I
mouth.
will agree that it's fucking cool and it's cool to watch.
It should have an
I didn't-
anime.
Yes, I didn't think it was cool to play, but I thought it was really cool to watch.
I've seen the fight with the end boss, and I was just like, oh damn, I'd like to play that.
Did you see the boss with the? Did you see the boss with the final boss from Street Fighter?
Yeah, I did. I saw both.
Yeah.
I saw both fights, and then both of the second halves of those fights, where it just became a huge fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, just watch a Let's Play.
Oh, I've seen this game before. The guy looks so angry, and he looks like he'd like punch a galaxy.
Man,
Literally
literally too angry to die.
It's literally that. He dies multiple times, and he's just so angry he comes back.
Yep.
It always looked
love it.
rad.
It
I
always
would
did.
honestly really like to see Platinum make an Asura's Wrath game. That'd be fucking rad.
Well, it's not like they can make a sequel. The fucking game wraps itself up very nicely.
Which I'm very happy for, genuinely.
Yeah. Too bad you needed to buy DLC for that to happen. "Quote unquote"
Yeah.
DLC, more like paid completion of the game.
Yeah.
Ooh, good.
This was when Capcom was starting to really fuck with gamers. Remember when Capcom was the bad guy? Yeah. Remember fucking Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Day one
sure
DLC that were already on the disc.
Sure, they ended up just firing that one guy, or he left, and then they're just like, oh shit, we can be good again.
We can
And
like
then-
make games. Hey, Itsuno, get in here. Let's make Devil May Cry 5.
I can do that now?
Ah!
Bro, I got everything already set out, and he just pushes this like fucking 2-foot tall stack of papers and folders and binders. Just like, all right, just do that, and we gold.
Okay, fuck. I just want to really tell this story where Itsuno comes out before Devil May Cry 5 comes out, and he's like, "Hey guys, I know how much Devil May Cry fans love Devil May Cry. I know how critical you guys can be. I've seen the responses to DMC Devil May Cry 5. Let me tell you right now, Devil May Cry 5 is going to fucking blow all of your it will exceed your expectations." And guess fucking what it did?
You will not.
Dude, I did. Straight up, I did. Like, fuck. How do I say this? Not so. Okay. Studio Trigger is the platinum of anime, and vice versa. They fill a specific niche where it's like there are moments in time where I'm like, I want to really dive into the lore of characters, and I really want to understand the story and motivations of characters in games. And then there are times where I'm like, I want a robot that's bigger than a galaxy that just fucking hurls actual universes at the main bad guy, and then he shrugs him off like, fuck you, I'm gonna punch you with a giant mech. And then I want to play Wonderful 101, where the final button mashing prompt is just protect Earth. Ugh. Guys, play Wonderful 101, please.
I wanted to.
It's the best
after I figured
platinum
out
game.
just how good it is.
It's the best platinum game.
I made the mistake of playing it when I was a kid and being really bad at it, and then just assuming from then on that, if I'm not good at it, then it's probably not good. And then I had a resurgence of, oh yeah, this game exists. This is really good looking.
Yeah, it's all... Dude, it's a shame that Wonderful 101 is never going to come to the Switch.
Why exactly? Was there a reason?
I don't... Like-
Nintendo's funny.
Oh, it's just
Yeah,
Nintendo.
well, not
They're really
just
funny.
that,
They're
it's-
big comedians. They're like, hey, this game you like? It's not coming to Switch, and everyone's just like, why?
Yeah. Platinum is down to do it. Like, they've been down for a while.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Nintendus, please.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Nintendo needs to give them the green light to do it.
Nintendo wearing 5 sweaters. What was that?
Yeah, exactly. God, this game is so good, but it is shackled to the Wii U, and I feel bad having to describe a game as shackled to the Wii U.
Oh wait, the Wonderful 101 game?
Yeah.
Then I played something for like PlayStation, Xbox original.
Bayonetta?
Like, no, the PlayStation 2, Xbox original era. Like there was like a Beautiful Joe game of some kind.
Yeah, it probably was Beautiful Joe.
Yeah,
'Cause
that was the game.
that was before Platinum.
Yeah, I know. It's just
You know the
I
whole
didn't
story.
I didn't realize that's what you were talking about.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Wonderful 101. There are a lot of really good Wii U games. Like I'm like not as a joke. Like fuck. There are games on there that I genuinely do love and I adore every fucking second I play to those games. But if I want to play them again, I have to bring the Wii U back out from its fucking tomb. So I don't know. It's fine right now because I've been modding my Wii U as of late, and by as of late I mean like 6 months ago. But it's still sitting right here next to me. I'm looking at it right now. So if I really wanted to play Pikmin 3 again, goddamn Pikmin 3 is great. I could, but I realize that a lot of people can't.
I never finished Pikmin 3 now I think about it. I got to the final boss and stopped.
Understandable. The
Weird.
final boss of that game ain't great.
Really? I guess that, yeah.
Uh,
I don't know what it
yeah.
is,
I
but
mean,
I just stopped.
So, it's a good boss for the gameplay of Pikmin. I hated fighting it. So, basically, no one cares about spoilers for fucking Pikmin 3. Who fucking cares?
Not at this point.
Clearly, I do, a man who has never played any of the Pikmin games and detested
they're great.
Olimar and Brawl.
Oh, they're great. Do you detest Olimar in Ultimate because he's just as bad?
No, it's mainly because everyone that ever played as him would only ever throw like the yellow ones at me, and they would just stick, and I'd just be like, God fucking damn it!
Yeah.
Stop!
Anyway,
I don't care, and then I just fucking final smash.
So the whole plot of the game is you're trying to find Olimar because he has your fucking key to your warp drive on your ship, and you can't get back home without the fucking special key. And so how it works is you find Olimar, and he's like knocked out because an alien has abducted him basically and is keeping him as a trophy or as a pet or a kid, whatever. It's keeping him, and it is a creature called the Plasm Wraith. Go ahead and like look up what that means. It's a really fucking rad design. The sad thing is I love everything about the boss except fighting it. So you get to the top of a fucking dead tree and you see Olimar just like basically unconscious in the middle of this arena, and you're like, oh boy, boss battle. No, actually. So the whole boss is you have 3 captains in this game, 3 playable characters, and you can switch between all 3 of them. One character is always in charge of Olimar, and the Pikmin are carrying Olimar constantly, and you have to drag him from the top of the tree all the way to the bottom. And the Pikmin will always follow that one specific leader. So you can be like, all right, I'm going to have A and B do this while C goes off and just avoids danger. The danger is that the Plasm Wraith is chasing you the entire time. So you're solving puzzles and doing all this stuff under an extreme time crunch. And the Wraith's following you. He's not following you, he's following Olimar. So you have to drag. So like you're solving puzzles while also switching back to the 3rd captain to move Olimar around. Like it's a really neat concept, genuinely speaking. I just really didn't enjoy playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gave me a lot of trouble as well. I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Like, what
then,
happens when it
there's
gets him?
the actual boss fight.
Yeah, there is an actual boss
Yeah.
fight. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So after you get Olimar to the bottom of the tree, then you actually start the fight. And in Pikmin, every enemy has a health bar, right? And you throw the Pikmin on the weak spot and you drain the health bar, right? No, the Plasm Wraith is different because essentially his health is tied to his mass. And so when you break parts of him off, little droplets of golden goo will go everywhere. And you have to destroy the golden goo, and that lowers his health. But if it breaks and you didn't destroy all the goo, he'll suck the goo back up, and his health will regain up to that point where he has all the goo and whatever.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part of the boss so much more than the fucking chase scenes. Other than that,
takes
Pikmin
a
3
while.
is a phenomenal game, and it looks and sounds and plays amazing. So yeah, Pikmin 3 is great. Pikmin in general is great. Everyone needs to play Pikmin.
I want a 4th one, please.
We're never gonna get Pikmin 4. We're fucking never gonna get Pikmin 4, and it depresses me.
There's also the the Wii U gamepad, well, how they made it work with like Pikmin 3, you could really multitask for like the first time
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Honestly. There, I was like, okay, if you're gonna make a Pikmin 4, like you kind of, I kind of want to like have the gamepad or like the separate screen to do multiple
There's
things.
a way. There's definitely a way to make it work with one screen. It's just gonna be complicated, and I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna want to do that. Because I really enjoyed the Go Here function that Pikmin 3 introduced, where you can just be like, "Hey, Captain, go here," and they'll automatically follow a pre-designated path through the world, right? And you can go off and do your other shit, and then go back, and your captain's already at the place where you need to be. Like, there's really good multitasking in there. You can make it work with one screen. It works way better with the gamepad. That's the sad part, because the gamepad was fucking rad. Like, genuinely, I love the gamepad. They didn't use it like at all in any of their games, and so nobody cared about it. So,
Pikmin 3.
Nintendo.
It just wasn't selling well. They didn't think it was doing anything good for their games. I mean, yeah, I guess it could work for a lot of the games. Honestly, there's not like a really fun way to integrate Pikmin 3. It's understandable how you can make the gamepad work. It's like kind of like, oh, a no-brainer, and like, oh, the gamepad would be a second screen.
If they made fucking Zombie U work with one screen, then I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, because they did. They released Zombie U on the fucking PC.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
But that sounds like you'd still want to do it on the Wii U, because I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds like it wouldn't be all that interesting.
I didn't play it on PC, so I wouldn't know if it's good or not. But
Never even heard about it on PC.
I did play it on the Wii U, and I enjoyed my time. But the game, unfortunately, was shallow. You know, even for me, when like fucking 6 or 7 years ago, when I really didn't have a good idea of what a good game was at that point. So, you know, I don't know. It's just rest in peace, Wii U. May we get the rest of your great games sooner rather than later.
What's
We
the
got
rest
almost
of
all
them?
of them.
Why didn't we get a Wii U Plus?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a reason why
Where's-
we didn't get the Wii U Plus.
Switch U. Where's the Switch U?
There it is. I phrase it well, where the Wii U died of malnutrition and poor marketing,
Yeah.
and it's very true, unfortunately. But at least in turn we got the Switch, and the Switch is great, so I'm happy. I'm happy right now. All right, currently 4:40. You guys want to take some questions?
Yeah, we must have questions, right? Do people pose questions? Do I have questions?
Do you
Right.
have questions?
Let's see.
That's a good question.
That
Wait,
is a good question.
wait a minute. We already got the questions done already. I just asked it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm looking for some. Okay, did we already go with the weirdest dream and the worst spicy food experience?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay, we already did those.
It's last.
Okay,
The sleepiest you've
our
ever
first
been.
question- the sleepiest I've ever been.
No, go to the first question you were reading. Just do that.
Jagged Solid asked why.
Why?
I'd like to know
Next-
too.
Next
Vague.
question comes from Chillerdew. What is the sleepiest you've ever been? Does it have to be like dangerously sleepy?
It could be dangerously sleepy, dangerously cheesy too. I don't care. Just figure it out.
Coming out of work
Often.
on Black Friday when I was given 2 Red Bulls, they're 8 ounces, so 1 16-ounce, and a coffee, going in at 7 p.m., leaving at 5 a.m. All of the caffeine made me crash. Not literally, just like energy crash. And then I'm driving home. I fall asleep at the wheel. Drive into an intersection when the red light is telling me to stop. I don't see it because I'm asleep. I hear a giant truck just honk his horn to my left. I look. Oh my God! I'm in the middle of the intersection, and there's a truck speeding towards me. I swerve to the right, almost fly into a ditch, and I just park the car. I slap myself in the face. I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
I will be right
Oh,
back real quick.
okay.
I gotta freeze some salmon.
Why is it always a truck? Why is it always a truck that is coming at you?
I
Like,
I,
you know,
I literally have no idea. But if it was fucking anything else, they probably would have hit me.
it's in like shows and movies, you know, where the
Because it's
parents
big and
die or
threatening.
something. I don't know.
Threatening.
It's like they were accurate. It's always the trucks.
Ah, sorry about the salmon is loose.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know you lived in the rivers.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. What is your favorite food dish?
Hamburgers. I make it the best hamburger you'll ever eat.
Baked potatoes.
Okay, so what's the criteria of the term favorite? Because I have my
One
favorite.
that you can
which
have
is-
regardless of time or day.
Okay, I have one that's infinitely malleable, and you can do kind of whatever you want with it. It's the best poverty meal in my eyes.
Okay.
What? Ramen?
And it's one that I make. It's one that I make constantly. No. What you do is you go and you get a packet of egg noodles. You get 2 eggs, some mozzarella cheese, and some bacon, and some pepper. And you boil the eggs, cook the bacon. You cut the bacon up into like pieces, not bits, but pieces.
All right.
You cook the bacon on a pan, and then once the noodles are done, you strain them. Throw the now cooked bacon into the noodles. Turn the heat back on the pot. Throw 2 eggs and mozzarella cheese in there, and a fuck ton of pepper. And you stir that shit around until both the eggs and the cheese are cooked and melted, and it's all like together in one mass. And that's it. And it's all it needs is a carb, a protein, and an egg. And you can do fucking whatever you want with it. I've made it with sausage before. I've made like sausage bits and threw that in there. You can use any kind of cheese you want. I made it with pepper jack. You can make it with any type of noodle you want. I made it with bow tie noodles before. And it's cheap, quick, and if you make enough, it lasts for like a day or 2. So it can be like you can make one dish that will last you for a whole day.
Ooh.
So I don't really have a name for it yet, but it's my favorite poverty meal, and is, I guess at this point, my signature meal. Like it's what I make all the fucking time. So.
Because you're poor.
Yeah, I am. I just like cooking. Cooking's fun.
I always want to take it up. You watch Binging with Babish.
Taking
I
it
could
up.
do that. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
you go to the kitchen, you grab some fucking noodles, some spaghetti, you boil it, you take a fucking jar of spaghetti sauce, you heat it up in a pot, you have dinner.
That's not
I've
cooking.
been watching a lot of those like hobby channels where it's like, hey, you want to take up cooking, you want to take up this thing. Fucking my one roommate, all he does is cook. Like he fucking loves it, and he just fucking makes all this shit, and then he immediately goes and watches Binging with Babish, Sam the Cooking Guy. You suck at cooking.
Oh, Henry's Kitchen? Does he watch Henry's Kitchen?
Boris? Does he watch Boris,
cook.
the Slav?
I don't believe so.
Aw.
That'd be nice though. I'll
Boris
put
is
it,
great.
I'll throw it his way. But
Dude,
then,
I've made some of Boris's dishes, and they've ended up being fucking great.
Prime asks, which country would you like to visit and why?
The obvious answer is Japan, but I actually wouldn't like to visit Japan.
Weeb.
I just said I don't.
You still weeb. You mentioned the word.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be in the cities in Japan. Go somewhere.
No. I would like to visit one of the Scandinavian countries. Excuse me, the Nordic countries.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I just
Iceland.
I just yeah, let's visit Greenland. What are the fucking Nordic countries again? It's Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and
Iceland.
Norway?
And Norway.
Iceland. I don't think Iceland counts as a Nordic country.
It does.
It does? Okay, I'm
It
wrong.
does. Greenland
Okay, I'm wrong.
technically isn't because they have their own population of natives.
Okay.
However, Vikings and Nordic settlers did move in there, and eventually they were just like, yeah, who gives a shit? Just don't fuck with us. And they're like, aight.
Okay. I would like to visit one of the Nordic countries. It sounds like fun. I would like to go and see Sabaton in fucking Sweden. That'd be fucking great.
Sabaton.
Yeah, the band. Have you not heard of Sabaton?
No, I didn't actually. Oh, heavy
Oh,
metal bands.
Sabaton is a Scandinavian power metal. It is a Scandinavian historical power metal band
That sounds right.
where
Oh,
each and every one of their songs is about a famous battle or war or hit or warrior or something, and it's
Thorkel the Tall.
Yeah.
That sounds rad.
My favorite song by them is about the fall of the Swiss Guard protecting the Holy See from invasion.
Have you heard of Amon Amarth?
Amon Amarth. That sounds familiar.
They do Viking metal.
Sweet,
Twilight
I
of the
love
Thunder
metal.
God, I believe, is their most popular song.
Oh, that sounds very familiar. Hold up.
I like
Twilight
the,
of the Thunder God.
If you don't like guttural singing, then you
Oh,
probably.
Sabaton did a cover of it. That's why I know it. I also saw Hammerfall because when I went to go see Sabaton live, Hammerfall was the leading act, and they fucking killed it. It was great. Sabaton was also great. God, dude, the fucking Swedes make the best metal. Like, I don't know why they do. It's great. I would also like to visit Denmark. What is it? Because Holland. I'd like to visit Denmark to visit Holland. It seems neat. What else?
I really maybe Italy.
Italy would be interesting.
It's just such a nice seeming like town areas and place.
Yeah. The
Like-
issue with going to a lot of these countries is that they have their own language. So if you wanted, like, to me, if I wanted to visit it, I would need to at least be able to speak decently a conversational, like, I would at least be able to have, I want to at least be able to carry a conversation in their native language and just not be one of those dumb American tourists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I'd be exploited like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, absolutely. I would need to take a fucking class on being a tourist in this country, you know?
Yeah, I'd probably get stabbed actually.
Yeah, be sure it's with a sharp knife so you don't feel it.
That's right. I don't
I
even know
mean,
I'm dead
Canada.
anymore.
Canada would be a good one. Genuinely, I'd like to go to Canada at some point, see what that's all about. Go to Tim Hortons.
It's just colder in
See a
America.
moose.
Yeah, so that's why it would be interesting. I would
Imagine
like to,
Detroit, but bigger.
because a friend of mine used to live in Canada, and he wants to take me to Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Isle, and Newfoundland. And I would like to. I sure. I'm like down. I'm down. Let's go. I just don't have a passport, nor the time, nor the money. So, you know. What about you guys? What countries would you like to visit?
There's a bunch of them. Specifically, the Scandinavian countries. I think they're really pretty,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to see those. I would like to visit Germany, and because I am part German, I'm like third generation.
Nice.
And also Wales because I'm the same thing. It's like third generation. But also because I hear Wales, other than it looking, like a wasteland of just rocks and shit. The specifically around the coast where it's close to Ireland is really cool because they have this like series of stones that are like shaped in hexagonal patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really fucking cool seeing that in pictures and stuff, and also Ireland because it's like right there next to them. You could probably ferry over. But there's a bunch of them. My dad always wanted to go to Germany too because I believe his grandparents were German, and they just migrated over. Same thing with my mother's. However,
Nice.
with everything going on with Germany right now and how much they all hate their prime minister, I don't know if now would be a good time.
Yeah, go
There-
visit Northern Ireland.
There's
It's a great place to visit.
There's always like neat stories my grandparents would have about like countries they visited. Like they sounded like so nice and really cool. That's how they were like decades ago. And if you go there, they're like destroyed.
Oh yeah.
They're not a safe place at all. And so it's like, oh, So I don't hear. I never really heard about like what's like cool in other countries aside from the ones that aren't cool anymore to go to because you'll die, or potentially.
Now, because this is Austin's stream, and I don't want to opinions about the state of immigration in countries, I will not say anything more than just it ain't looking too hot for Germany right now.
I was about to say, yeah. When are we gonna talk about Germany having an issue?
There is an issue,
yeah.
and
I didn't hear about it.
the movie Guess Who's Back? Okay, there's a movie called Guess Who's Back, and it's a hypothetical movie of what if Hitler, but today.
Oh, yep.
It's really
I watched
scary how many
I watched
people,
half of that movie. Yeah.
I've seen that. A bit.
It's really scary how many people in Germany are just like, yeah, I agree to everything that he said, which is just Hitler's policies. It's fucking like, whoa.
Yeah. Because here's the thing: if you spin it the right way, you can get people to fucking believe anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When people are angry enough or stupid enough, they'll do.
Yeah. Or both.
Or both.
So, speaking of places that we want to visit, I want to briefly bring up in Austin's Discord. You can go to the YouTube links section, and I've left a playlist called "Amazing Places" by a guy named Tom Scott. I fucking love these videos, and they're just, it's really cool. He goes to the strangest fucking places, like here's one: a toxic pit with a $3 admission fee, or the circle visible from space.
Okay, here's the thing.
Tom Scott's just diet Vsauce. You can't change my mind.
I don't care. I love Tom Scott.
Oh, Tom Scott!
I like Vsauce too.
Yeah, I know this guy. I watched one of his videos and I used it as a reference for my malware identification and reverse engineering class.
Yeah.
He talked about Stuxnet and the Christmas worm virus.
I did hear about that. Yeah, that was a good one.
What?
I watched that video.
Sorry, Austin. What were you saying?
Because it's been in the questions for a minute, I wanted to answer it. Prime, no, I would not take $5,000 to eat a Carolina Reaper. A follow-up to the saga that I didn't really continue because I didn't think it was worth bringing up. When I finished eating those chickens that were soaked in XXX last dab, a week later, I don't know if this is related, but I'm too scared to ask. No, I started puking up like black tar, and it was really, really bad, and oh lovely, he made another account. Oh, you're so cool, and you're just permanently banned. You're just permanently banned. Stop making accounts, dude. This is the third time you've done this. Just fuck off. Get a life, dude. I checked out all of your alts. You're so fucking boring. If you think that my show's boring, you should really reevaluate yourself. Today's not the day, dude. But yeah, no, I completely started puking up some fucking black tar, and it was absolutely just terrible. I don't know if it was related to it or not. But I don't want to go and talk to a doctor about it because I'm too scared to find out.
Are you still coughing up?
Yeah, no, still like 2 days ago, it happened again.
Oh.
And so
yeah, I probably should talk to a doctor.
It's happened about 3 or 4 times, and I'm just like,
search it up.
If you want to. It's,
you want me to tell you?
Black tar.
The
you
first,
are already dead.
The first one was like really black. The second one was more of a
Have
brown.
you been throwing up black or brown vomit? You may be experiencing upper gastrointestinal bleeding, which is a medical emergency if there are related symptoms like abdominal pain or bloody stools.
Oh, there you go. Please don't eat the last dab hot sauce and that much that I put on.
Austin, go see a doctor. Austin, go see a fucking doctor.
It was black, then it got brown. Now it's starting to get lighter and lighter. So I think I'm getting better.
Go see a fucking doctor.
How many weeks ago was that? That was just before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So it's been about over a month.
Hold on, Austin. Let me
you still do that?
Just 2 days ago, happened again.
Yeah, that's doctor worthy.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
I mean,
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
Fucking my
it
mom
still hurts.
And when you do that.
About 2 days ago. Hasn't hurt today.
No, when you do the vomit, does it hurt?
So here's the weird thing. It hurts for the second that it's in my throat, and then when it's out, it's like immediately gone.
Oh well, that it just hurts because that's your stomach acid and that burns because it's really fucking acidic. But other than that, that's just vomit in general, though. Other than that, my mom, who is a nurse, would say it's probably fine.
Yeah, if I ain't dead yet, then I'm probably fine.
Fucking if like a limb of mine for some reason gets that like weird string of pain. Like one time, my shoulder down to the tip of my middle finger just hurt a lot. And I was like, "Hey, Mom, what does that mean?" And she said, "Can you still move it?" Yeah. Hey, you're fine.
Okay.
And sure enough, it went away.
Well. Okay.
So if it doesn't hurt and your stomach still digests food and your stool doesn't look like it belongs in a laboratory, then I'd say you might be fine. But if you're really worried about it, a quick checkup would not hurt.
The first time that it happened, it definitely scared the shit out of me. But it's been fine ever since. But no, I
bleeding from your anus.
That surprisingly hasn't happened. That surprisingly, I was worried that was gonna happen. It hasn't. It's just been black tar coming out. So yeah, no. Probably don't put on as much as I did. I probably overdid it, but I didn't want to bitch out of a punishment.
I would eat a Carolina Reaper for $5,000 because that's $5,000 that I could need
for a medical
okay,
bill.
So you gotta think about the cost benefit, right? You get $5,000, but you basically give up a day. Like you just give up a day for pain.
It's not just a day. It's not just a day. It's at least a week. I've seen people who eat an entire pepper. They're literally in the hospital.
I've had ghost pepper sauce, like some real like that, like thick sludge shit.
Oh god, that's worse than a raw pepper.
Even no amount of milk that I swished in my mouth and spat out saved me from the pain. But however, after a day, it was gone. So I think my body is really good at purging like things that will kill me. So I think I'd fucking take it.
Yeah, I feel like me in particular, I've built up not an immunity. God no, not an immunity.
A tolerance.
A tolerance. Yes, that's it. So yeah, I'd take $5,000 for a Reaper. Prime, are you offering? So if you want to send me $5,000 in a Carolina Reaper, I'll fucking do it. No, just send me $5,000. I'll buy the Carolina Reaper myself.
Just staple the $5,000 individually to the pepper.
Individually? What is it? 5,000 ones?
No. That'd be more money than pepper.
Exactly.
You'd have to eat the money to get to the pepper.
You have to eat the money to get
the juicy inside.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a lion trying to break into a car.
I mean, you say that, but they're smart enough to just pull on the handle. With
yeah, that's why I bring it up. I've seen the video.
That's a fucked video. This cat's an asshole.
Fuck. Yeah.
No, not that cat. This cat I'm watching a video standing in front of an automatic door, and it's like about to close, but he's like right there, so it like, you know.
Does it close?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also he's standing in the middle, so people have to like walk over him or around him, and he's like falling asleep sitting up. What a dick.
Okay, so I have a question for everyone. What is the best cereal that no one's ever heard of?
I'm not sure.
I've got an answer.
This is a very specific thing. It's cereals that you can't find them nowhere else.
What's a cereal that you've encountered but you've seen no one talk about? How about that?
So, Rice Krispie Treat cereal. I'm not. No. This is a literal thing that you can buy. It's not like I am like high as shit at 3 a.m. and I'm just taking Rice Krispie Treats, opening 5 packs of them, dumping them in a fucking Tupperware bowl, and dumping day-old milk over them. No, it's like it's a specific type of Rice Krispies that they don't sell often, and it's only like at fucking Costco or BJ's or any of those fucking places. And what it is it's just sweeter. It's got like the taste of marshmallow over each individual Rice Krispie bit, but then there's like chunks that are like welded together with marshmallow, and it's really good.
Sweet. I'm trying to find it on Amazon, but I can't find it. The Cinnabon cereal.
I've had that.
That
Wait.
cereal. I can't find it anywhere.
Wait, is it Cinnabon? Or
Cinnabon, like branded Cinnabon cereal.
Never had it then. Okay. That sounds amazing.
I didn't enjoy it.
It's stellar. I think it's the best. Okay, because I'm a weirdo who likes to eat cereal dry. So.
No. I did think it was better dry. The issue is I don't actually like Cinnabon stuff. I don't know why, but like one of the things that they got in there, I just don't enjoy how it tastes, specifically the aftertaste afterward. Like
Bob Ross cereal. Okay, sure.
It's on Amazon. You can buy it apparently.
Oh, that's a real cereal. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have to. You know what? Let's just go to Amazon, look up cereal, and then let's go with fuck. How do I do this? Low fat, cholesterol, 4,000 calories. Yes, absolutely. 4,000 calories.
instant die.
Instant die. Bob Ross toaster. Let's do it. What's got Amazon Fresh? No, it's gonna be nothing. Because I just want to start a conversation about cereal because I like cereal. What's y'all's favorite cereal and why?
Reese's Puff cereal.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
Peanut butter.
Eat 'em up.
Fucking. I actually over time have enjoyed sugary cereals less and less, and it might be because I'm a pessimistic shithole now, but I've recently fallen into this perpetual void of adult like granddad cereals. Like I actually enjoy Raisin Bran.
I agree with you on that one.
Raisin Bran's actually good because
Yeah.
if you like raisins, then it's just raisins the cereal, and you're a coward otherwise.
I like the crunch version of it.
Crunch is nice, but it
Special
feels like you're
K.
cheating because you're like, yeah, I eat Raisin Bran, but I need the crunch because I can't take bran.
Listen, I'll cheat. Fine. It's still better than the other alternatives.
At least you admit it, and that's admirable. Also, Frosted Mini Wheats, but like, you know how Frosted Mini Wheats, like the frost immediately comes off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I
Have
never
you had the
eaten
Frosted
those.
Mini Wheats where it's got like the bits of fruit in the middle?
No, actually, that sounds pretty. But I don't like dried
Infinitely
fruit
better.
cereal.
Yeah, no, you eat that with milk. You don't eat that one dry.
I actually just don't enjoy it with milk even. One time my mom got some kind of she got some kind of fucking, what was it? I'm trying to think.
Here, what do you think? I want to give another answer.
Hold on. I think
Mhm.
that it was like a brand of Frosted Flakes, but it came with dried cut up strawberries. When I ate it with milk, I ate it with milk. I hated the absolute shit. I
hated it.
I hated it. I hated it.
Wow.
I hated them, and I killed them all. I slaughtered them like animals.
You slaughtered them. For Halloween, there was a special run of Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops, but it had the fucking Lucky Charms marshmallows in them. Not exactly the Lucky Charms marshmallows, but like the same consistency. And fuck, those marshmallows made that cereal so much better.
You can buy just the entire bag of marshmallows, and
you can buy an entire bag of full of marshmallows.
I've considered doing it just for a joke, but I know that it's such a bad thing to do to your health.
I actually don't enjoy them because I don't like sugary cereals anymore. So like the last time I had fucking, what was it, Lucky Charms, I was just like,
wow.
I feel disgusting. I feel like I'm ingesting poison, but yet I'll
Hold up,
eat like an entire tub of ice cream like it's fucking nobody's business.
Holy fuck. Okay, hold up. I just found a cereal on Amazon. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and I want to see what y'all's reaction is.
Oh, you want to see my reaction to this? Twitch is offering Raid Shadow Legends exclusive Epic Champion. Download Raid Shadow Legends now. Oh my fucking god, I'm going to lose it.
I would rather have Drumstick, the
Ooh.
cereal.
I actually don't see the drumstick in this. It's like, I guess it's supposed to taste like it, but
The ice cream drumstick, yeah. I don't see it either. I guess the vanilla ice cream is supposed to be replaced with the milk.
well,
Perhaps.
or maybe those wafer vanilla things, and then the cones, the whatchamacallit, Chex looking stuff, and then chocolate's the little
Maybe.
pebbles.
Maybe. I don't
But that
know.
just seems too sweet. That sounds like
Yeah,
it would
I
hurt.
don't like the idea of this.
Hey,
Is that
do you
chicken
guys?
and waffle cereal?
Yeah, I love this.
Honey bunches of oats.
Yeah, Honey
Chicken
Bunches
and
of Oats is good.
Chicken and waffles.
It might be good. I haven't tried it yet.
Sounds interesting.
I'm morbidly curious.
Question:
Hmm.
Y'all remember Crave with a K?
They're still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still
I
around.
know,
Still
I know.
around.
I know, but the commercials don't pop up anymore.
Oh, just because they're irrelevant, but they still get sold.
I
fuck.
enjoyed those commercials as a child, and I asked my
Guys.
parents the next time they get
Okay.
cereal, can it be Crave? And they were like, yeah, sure. And they got it, and I had a bowl. I fucking hated it
And you hated it, yeah.
because it's weird. It's like a waxy, chalky chocolate, and then it's got like the pain of eating fucking Captain Crunch, where it scrapes the roof of your fucking mouth.
It does, yes.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
It's still
whenever
tasty.
I ate Captain Crunch,
I love
whenever
it.
I ate Captain Crunch, it was always Oops All Berries. Never real Captain Crunch.
I had the mix. I love the mix of them, not the whole only berries stuff.
I didn't appreciate the mix.
No.
So
Okay.
Honey Bunches of Oats
That's-
also makes Maple Bacon Donuts, the cereal.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Oh fuck.
It would
is
most
this?
likely just be the bacon smoky taste.
Oh, this one's called Poop Like a Champion, Ultra Fiber Cereal.
Oh my god.
I'm posting a link so you guys can tell that I'm not lying. Just called Poop Like a Poop Like a Champion.
It's got that fiber. Fiber.
Yeah,
That,
ultra fiber.
you get the you can buy it with the crapola granola cereal, and also the poop emoji bowl cereal bowl that you can
Oh.
eat it in.
I don't like that.
Why would anyone want any piece of merchandise that has anything to do with emojis?
For real.
Because you have no personality, and so it's just easy to latch on popular things.
Fair enough.
What else is on here? Protein cereal. Oh, Quisp. They still make Quisp?
I've never
What?
even heard of this.
It sounds like crisp, but you have a lisp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it also looks like it never left the fucking 1970s.
Rice
Look at this fucking
Krispies.
cereal box.
Jagged.
Oh my goodness.
Jagged, you fucking wounded me from what you just posted. You committed a
What
fucking.
did-
You have
What
committed
did you
a
just post?
sin by bringing that
Oh
bitch back.
no, Jagged! I want to end the podcast now.
That's a fucking sin.
I want to.
Well, here's the thing.
Who's gonna
You
post
opened
the
up
actual?
the cursed chat. So
No,
Yeah.
no. If that actually
Who's
gets
gonna
posted,
post
no,
fucking-
it's going to get removed, and the person who puts it up there gets put in a parole. That's one of the rules. Is that's not allowed anywhere in the server.
I didn't post gore. I posted.
No,
reference.
no. I'm referencing what Cameron's saying. Who's going to post the full picture?
I know,
Nobody
but I'm
is.
saying I'm free.
Jagged's free, but in reference to what Cameron's saying, no. If you
Yeah.
post it, you're
I'm not
immediately in
fucking
parole.
Oh no, this looks disgusting.
Also, I know I
Rick and
say
Morty
this.
Pickle Rick Funko cereal.
That's gross. But yeah, I know I say this every time that he makes another alt and tries to invade my stream. This time, I'm still like, I have his stream tab just to see what the fuck he's doing, how he's harassing other people.
Do you have ad block on?
I do have ad block on, of course. But today, however, I stayed just long enough to see his bot go on, and apparently he's got a bot called My Little Bitch Bot, And every 30 minutes, he has a quote that goes around and saying, "Yo, man, I'm the man, the myth, the legend. I'm way better than any other shit on this platform. Go check out my Twitter at this." I'm not gonna link his Twitter. And he says, "Also, I'm a lawyer. I bet your ass gonna get yourself out of jail, maybe once or twice, though." That's his fucking bot that's saying this like every 30 minutes.
I like this character.
He's
like
such a fucking prick, and he won't show his face ever. It's the same fucking cartoon cutout that he uses, which looks like a bootleg fucking.
Hold on. Does it cross its arms?
No, but it looks like
that person.
It looks like a bootleg South Park character. That's how bad it is. I'm not joking.
Hey,
I can show you a screenshot of what it looks like if you want to see it. He looks like a bootleg South Park character.
You can get Booberry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula, all 3 boxes for only $15.
Here, I'm posting in the
rad.
that's what he looks like. That's his little face mask that he uses.
What's posted in?
The Sound of Scuff general chat.
Hey, let us move on.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Principle
It's
photoshopped on top of John Cena.
Apparently, Jagged really liked that one.
And he's got like a fucking horribly photoshopped on. No, that's not John Cena, but that's another wrestler of some kind. That's fucking funny as shit.
We should talk about this off stream, if I'm being honest.
Oh, there's other stuff I
fair.
want to bring up off stream, but yeah.
Okay, off stream.
Anyways, we've been going for almost 2 hours.
Apparently, Count Chocula is not as good as people remember. Oh well.
Blueberry is where it's at.
I was about to say, I think people still think Blueberry is where it's at, but yeah, Jagged got it.
I have never had Blueberry, I'm gonna be honest.
They bring it back every Halloween, pick it up the next time it comes around. Or you can just buy one that's old on Amazon.
Ooh, I wonder if I still got the picture. You keep talking, I'll fucking keep
Oh, do you guys remember Syriac?
No,
No.
that sounds like something you just made up.
No, he makes weird videos, and here's one titled Breakfast.
Is it about breakfast, the most
Oh,
important
this
meal of the
guy.
day?
Yeah, this guy.
I've seen this before. It's a classic. Classic. He still makes things.
This guy is a classic weird YouTuber. Great.
Is there anything else that you guys want to bring up before you wrap up?
I have nothing. My fucking receiver for my Xbox 360 controller is broke, so I gotta buy a new one.
Will we be doing a podcast next week since it'll be Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to believe so.
Just checking, because if not, maybe we should bring up Christmassy themed shit now or forever hold our peace.
No,
we'll bring it up on the next stream.
See, I'm saying this now just in case something comes up. It is confirmed. I'm gonna do some other stupid shit just to see if I can push my luck before I get my Twitch account banned. I did it fine just last time I did it for the Halloween event by streaming a full movie. I'm gonna push it again this Christmas Eve. We're watching the Polar Express on Twitch.
Oh,
Are you just only streaming movies that everyone like habitually hates?
Yeah. I put on Monster
What are
House.
you talking about? Polar Express is great.
I
have fond memories of Polar Express.
I put on Monster House for Halloween, and it was a
great
really
is
fun
a bit
time.
too much.
But Christmas Eve, we are watching the Polar Express.
guys should
I'll
watch
figure out
that,
a time, but that's gonna be it.
You guys should watch the Rebel Taxi video on Image Movers, the guys who made Monster House and Polar Express, and how awful their movies are.
No, they're not awful, dude. They're actually pretty good.
Monster House is the best one.
I unironically love Monster House. I think it's such a fucking phenomenal movie. It is so much raw meme potential, dude.
Hold on, I liked the Hand of Manus symbolism shit that went on when the like one chair in his room that is a big hand just like started moving around. Like that's neat. That's very neat.
Yeah. There's some like I said, Monster House is the best one. But then you look at Mars Needs Moms, the movie that shut them down.
Oh yeah, that one was just doomed. I saw it, I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. I found it. Hold on. Hold on. A tweet I made, which is my Twitter has basically become an archive for all the memes that I've lost once I got my new phone. But go. Do. There you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
Let me
I
see.
like that image. I like that image.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
It fills me with great joy.
There's more
Okay.
underneath that, but so anyways,
Yeah.
that's in a dollar tree store general, whichever one. They're all the same. But
Mhm.
my mom during one of the summers I was back home from college was just like, it's been so long, come shopping with me. I'm like, I fucking buying literally anything that isn't a box of macaroni. Yeah, sure. And then she saw that I pointed out, oh hey, look, it's the Halloween seasonal cereal, and it's like, oh yeah. Even though it was like Thanksgiving, yeah, this was Thanksgiving break. It makes more sense that the Halloween cereal would be around during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But she looked at it and she's just like, wait a minute. Each of these boxes is $1.
No.
And then
It's over.
and then she's like, start grabbing them. I'm like, how many?
Hard cut to just shoveling the boxes into the cart.
I asked how many, and she's just like, I'll tell you when to stop.
Your mom's great.
We took all of the Boo Berry, all of the Count Chocula, and then there was so much of the Frankenberry because people sleep on Frankenberry and they're cowards. And I was like, I like Frankenberry, and she's like, really? And I'm like, shut up, you like Count Chocula. And then she's like, all right, fair enough.
All right.
You have such a great relationship with your mom. It's actually really wholesome.
Bro,
All right.
my parents cool. I like hanging out with them. I like when my dad explained to my mom's sister's boyfriend. I think I got that right. Sorry, my brain has become a massive bunch of fog. That within the past 4 years that he's had his AR, he shot 2 shots and has never cleaned it. To which he said, "Bring it over here, I'll clean it." And then I have a picture of my Thanksgiving where we're just watching.
Okay.
We're just watching as he's just cleaning the gun, watching football.
Yeah, you sent me that picture. It's a good one.
Fucking, where is it?
All right. I want to.
I think it's past me pissing. Hold on.
Before we end the podcast, I would like to ask one last question to all three of you. How
Yeah.
much money? What is your bottom dollar for eating an entire, fully cooked canned chicken?
What,
No.
like the chunk? Or like,
Just-
Yeah,
yeah.
chicken?
You open the can, and you dump out the chicken.
is it chunked
and it's ready
chicken
to
or
eat.
is it a
No, it's a whole chicken, fully cooked,
Oh,
Let me
those
ready to
things.
eat.
canned, fully cooked.
How big
What
is
is
it?
your bottom dollar?
Nah, just not. I'm not taking any amount for it. That just sounds like a bad time for my stomach.
Canned chicken?
Shopping. Hold on.
Ooh, okay.
Canned, full chicken.
I found an image that leads to a site, and the title is "Foods That Shouldn't Exist Anymore."
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh,
I believe
it looks
that.
like an alien embryo.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your bottom dollar for eating a whole one of that?
I literally, you couldn't
Am I
pay me
allowed
for it.
to? Do I have to eat it straight out of the can, or can I prepare it?
You are allowed to take it out of the juice that it comes in.
Gross.
Hold on,
Gross.
hold
That's
on.
Gross.
That's it.
Gross.
Hold on.
No, dude, I did not need to see that. Oh,
It's
thanks
like
for
covered in
Thanks for
Oh.
While I was looking for it, I found this.
That's both of those are absolutely disgusting. Oh fucking hell, dude.
I love it.
Ooh, you bite the
all.
fish,
Oh
the
my
fish
God.
bites back.
If the objective is to eat all of it. Wait, I don't have to eat all of it. No, it would be
You don't have to
impossible.
eat the bone or any of that shit. Like,
Well, no,
okay,
obviously not the bone.
You have to eat at least 70% of the meat.
Only 70?
70.
Bottom dollar for eating 70% of a fully cooked canned chicken.
You make an offer.
Stop. You have the violators of all. This shit needs to stop right fucking now.
No, this is the last question before we end the podcast. We're leaving the podcast on this.
Crimehead, if you were to meet one of your favorite person, who
Oh, I didn't
would
see
you like
this.
to meet and why? Yeah, we worrying about the fucking.
I
chat
want to
that came
meet.
in the chat.
I want to meet the voice actress who played Mercy, just so I can thank her for her hard work.
Hard
I need it for
work.
$10.
$10.
Just enough to cover the cost of the chicken itself.
Lucy Pohl.
If they bought it for me, then it's money gained.
Net gain.
Jesus Christ. I would like to meet Pat and Wooly because they seem cool.
You have to meet one.
You can only meet
Choose.
one. Sorry, you gotta meet. You can only meet one of them.
Pat.
Damn.
Because there's
Fair
a strong
enough.
possibility. There's a strong possibility that Paige will be with him, and they're fucking adorable, and I love them both.
Paige will be in another room, and then once you leave, she will come back.
Ah!
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Damn it!
That's what you
Damn
get.
it!
That's what
All
you
right,
get.
Pat. Just
That's
Pat.
what you get.
I wanna have a beer with Pat and hang out with him. He seems cool.
And then you have a beer with him, and he turns out that he hates you. Just he has nothing that he wants to do with you.
He's actually, from what I hear, he's actually surprisingly chill.
Nah, I don't just fuck with you.
And Paige constantly fucks with him, where she's like, where Pat, according to Paige, apparently Pat is one of the sweetest guys she's ever met, and it totally juxtaposes his image on the Super Best Friends.
Where he just screams about how wrong everyone is.
Yeah, and he
Fucking
does that on the
sucks.
fucking Castle Super Beast also. It's great.
You're a fucking idiot! But no, sweetest man I've ever met.
According to Paige.
I mean, yeah, behind closed doors.
Yeah, once the cameras stop rolling.
Not even there.
You kind of do it for a meme at most of the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a meme. It's his character.
Whereas for me, I'm always a cunt.
No. Do I need to go back to this morning? Let me
What do you
read.
mean?
Hold up. Let me read.
Oh yeah, Jagged.
Hey Cameron, let's go champ, let's go champ, let's go champ, let's go
Yeah,
champ. Continue on to infinity.
yeah, Jagged. Sorry, you've lost your cunt card. You've been nice too many times.
You literally will not take this cunt card
No,
from me.
sorry, dude.
You've been-
It's already been revoked.
on.
While
Let me
you were
read another
sleeping,
one.
while
Let me
you
read
were
another one.
snoozing, you slept, and the card was taken while you were
Let me read another
slumbering.
one. Let me read another one, Jagged. Cameron, you're a handsome boy, and if your date does not realize this, I will destroy Michigan.
I just want an excuse to destroy Michigan.
Doesn't everyone?
Man, fuck Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
There's a street near my fucking house that reminds me of Detroit just because of how shitty it looks, and it makes me upset.
Anyway. I think that's a good stopping point for the podcast. I would like to thank everyone. Do you guys feel like this is a good spot to end it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
Cameron seems kind of happy. Should we say something that piss him off?
We can rant so we have another hour.
Oh Christ.
What if Drake Heap?
Drake
Yeah.
heap.
Drake Heap.
Drake heap.
Drake
What about shared grave?
What about?
Okay, that's this curse. Sorry, that's ending it right here. All right, thanks for watching this week's episode of The Sound of Scuff. I will
What
see
about
you guys.
Dark Eater Nadir?
Nope, I am muting you. You have your voice is gone. He's server muted. No. No.
Excuse me.
Remove.
All right.
Banish the Shadow Dimension.
Speaking of Austin, when are we finishing the Ring City?
Eventually. Like
Not
actually,
today.
actually,
Not today.
no, definitely not today. There's some shit I'm wrestling with today. I will
Like
discuss
vomiting the fucking symbiote?
something different. Anyways, thanks for watching this week's episode of The Sound of Scuffed. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for hanging out and chilling out. Haha, see what I did there, chiller? See what I did there? Anyways,
That's me.
have a good week. Hope you guys have a great one. Keep it cool. Later.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.